chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Legends don't die anyways. Trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Legends don't die anywhere.
Heart beats up and down. I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round. It's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. And I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Just be bona fide. So can we just be bona fide? You're stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. And I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low. Keep it on the low. 'Cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. And I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Just be bona fide. So can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? So can we just be bona fide?
Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Hey, legends don't die anyway. I was working on a play today. Body bags covered away. I paved, zipped up like a bathing ape. How many of us then came and stayed? Not too many. I've been staying awake to get it and get right on every mistake. I give them a bite, they taking a plate. It's all been a feeling that I couldn't shake. So I just keep killing till I'm at the gates. We straight, we treat them like worms in a lake. They bake, just give me a drink. drum and the bass. I skate and grind till I'm numb in the face, okay? Don't fuck up my day, don't talk about clutch, I got ice in my veins. I'm colder than Trey, I stick to the code, I'm glitching the game. I do anything for the win at the end of the day. I gotta cut to the chase, everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Legends don't die anyways. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Legends don't die anywhere.
Ayo, handle do your bomb. 달콤한 내 말투에 뭔가 bomb. 흔들어줘 내 맘을 맞춰 like so sweet. I'm dripping. Finger, finger, 돌아, don't stop. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Last pin 없어는 그냥 freestyle, yeah, yeah, yeah. 정답은 없어, 간맛부터 crash까지. 그 한 잔에 나 녹아내림. 쉐이크하고 삼켜 내 맘은 teaser. 나는 부드러워 달콤해. 기분 따라 바뀌는 내 timeline. Are you in my mind? 숨기려 해봐도 that's feel. Ayo, handle 돌려 bomb. 달콤한 내 말투에 뭔가 bomb. 흔들어줘 내 맘을 맞춰 like so sweet. I'm dripping. Finger, finger, 돌아, don't stop. Drop it, drop it, drop it. 너를 마시 위험해. 달아도 중독돼. 향해 like sugar rush. 정신 못 차리게. 입에 닿자마자 flow switch. 너는 velvetly English. 한번꾸면 내 세계 fade. 내 온몸에 번져 나는 pain. 너의 말 한마디에 분위기는 chill, yeah, yeah. 네 말투는 sugar 입에 감겨 feel, yeah, yeah. Shake it, push it, feel it, crush it. 감정을 위쳐 어서 목 snap. 표정 한 줄로 나를 깨. 나는 부드러워 달콤해. 기분 따라 바뀌는 내 timeline. Are you in my mind? 숨기려 해봐도 that's feel. Ayo, handle. 빙글빙글 머리 돌아. 잘안 비워도 안 끝나. 매일 달라지는
Good morning, South Africa. How is it going? I hope and I trust that you had an amazing weekend, which was the last weekend of September. But we know that when it comes to September, it is of course the introduction of the warm season, brings spring, right? And unfortunately, if you're someone like me who's not a fan of cold and wet weather, this Monday morning is what we're experiencing. But I know that there are some people who are absolutely in love with the wet weather, and so I say good morning to you and yours on this lovely wet and what I'd like to say perhaps a coldish Monday morning. And with that being said, you know that right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, on a day-to-day basis, we always give you the picture of the day, and today is no exception whatsoever. As you can see behind me, we have the Owl House that is located in the small village of New Bethesda in the Eastern Cape. It stands as a remarkable testament to outsider art and creativity. Once a home in Helen Martins, who transformed her dwelling into a fantastical space of sculptures, mirrors, and of course glass, is now, and it now draws over 13,000 visitors annually. The house's surreal charm has made it the main tourist attraction of the village, which has preserved its rare historical and architectural integrity due to limited development. Its popularity has also boosted local tourism, with New Bethesda now offering guest houses, restaurants, coffee shops, and galleries to welcome curious travelers. So with that being said, stay tuned as we're going to continue as it is the beginning of the week, the first day of the week, we're going to be continuing giving you your daily dose of positivity. That is, of course, always accompanied by an energetic start to the day. I'll see you now.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Soweto Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Soweto Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Bold conversations that are aimed at being all-encompassing and, of course, thought-provoking is what we try to give you and bring you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, with amazing people who are doing great and amazing stuff in and around our communities. And this morning is no exception whatsoever. One of the people who will be joining us in conversation this Monday morning is none other than Setšhaba Ramokgase, a social impact entrepreneur and as well as a water purification specialist. He is a proud African child born and raised in Soweto, whose life is guided by the law of increase, leaving every person in space better than he found it. A dynamic entrepreneur, Setšhaba specializes in in-home water purification, bringing sustainable solutions to communities across South Africa and beyond. With a strong academic foundation in genetics and economics and risk management from the Wits University, Setšhaba began his career in the corporate risk management sector before pivoting toward purpose-driven entrepreneurship. So do stay tuned for that engagement, which is going to be very thought-provoking, information and knowledge-based, of course, because that's what we specialize in, and that's what we always try to bring you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. How you can continue sharing your thoughts and everything else in between is by dialing the number 060-493-3226, and that's 060-493-3226. But with that being said, let's quickly jump to our news headlines, and of course with the sports headlines that took place over the weekend with none other than the son of Mother Nature, Moeketsi Maimane.
I'd rather take ya, even though it's Friday night, and I got no plans tomorrow. I could use a bam, 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 but it's not from you, cause I'm not that hollow. Baby, let it be. You could try to sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Baby, let it be. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything's better than you. Catch you on the flip side, catch you on the flip side. So goodbye. Funny how it works sometimes. Yeah, we kinda hit it off at first. Checking every bar in town, all the sleepless nights until things got worse. You're so manipulative, trying to convince me of the shit, but it didn't work.
Alright, Mzansi, once again, a very good Monday morning. Let us keep you updated with your latest news headliner. Starting off with your first news headliner: unemployed Limpopo woman launches a healing herbal tea brand. Trifina Mushomane, a Limpopo entrepreneur, turned unemployment and health struggles into a thriving herbal tea business. After losing her factory job in Seshego, she created blends to treat ailments now sold across the province. Her company not only supports her family but also employs locals like Donald Munyai and Gaugelo Monama, who credit the opportunity with improving their financial stability and gaining valuable experience. The next headline: France's Bard police raids nab 70 plus, including wanted suspects and immigrants. Over 70 people were arrested in a coordinated police operation across France's Bard district, targeting drug trafficking, violent crimes and contraband. Led by senior SAPS officials, the raids spanned Kimberley, Buckley West and surrounding towns. Authorities detained 55 wanted suspects and 14 undocumented immigrants, fined an employer 20,000 rand and seized dagga, copper cables and illegal alcohol. Roadblocks stopped over 1,000 individuals, resulting in 89 traffic fines. SAPS praised the multi-agency effort as a part of intensified policing ahead of the festive season. The next headline, Crime Intelligence Chief Khumalo to testify at Madlanga Commission. Crime Intelligence Chief Dumisani Khumalo will testify before the Madlanga Commission following claims by KZN police boss Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi that former Minister Bheki Cele tried to oust Khumalo. Mkhwanazi alleges that efforts to disband the KZN political killing task team were a cover to target Khumalo's Gauteng task team. Alright, apologies with that. Just continuing with your last headline, the teams were a cover to target Khumalo's Gauteng counterintelligence unit. Forensic analyst Chad Thomas anticipates revealing insights into Khumalo's role. That's all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports news, starting off with your rugby news. Record-breaking Sasha dazzles for dominant boxer. Sasha Feinberg Mngomezulu led the Springboks to a dominant 67-30 win over Argentina in Durban, scoring 37 points and breaking Pacey Montgomery's record. Despite early errors and drama, including a bizarre try gifted by Cheslin Kobe, the Boks rallied, scoring 9 tries and securing a bonus point. Now at the top of the Rugby Championship block, they need a win at Twickenham to retain the trophy. Feinberg Mngomezulu's brilliance and attacking flair proved decisive in a match full of momentum swings and standout performances. Now heading over to your football news, starting off with the first one, Liverpool's perfect start ended by Crystal Palace and Man United beaten at Brentford. Liverpool's unbeaten run ended in a 2-1 loss to Crystal Palace, who extended their record to 18 games without a defeat. Federico Chiesa equalized late, but Nketiah sealed Palace's winner. Manchester United fell 3-1 to Brentford after defensive errors, with Bruno Fernandes missing a penalty. Manchester City beat Burnley 5-1, aided by 2 own goals from Maxime Estiva and Haaland brace. Chelsea lost 3-1 to Brighton after Trevor Chaloba's red card shifted momentum. Bournemouth drew 2-2 with Leeds thanks to a late early Krupi goal. And the next football headlines, Orlando Pirates couldn't afford slip up against Lioli, says Abdusalam Odoa. Orlando Pirates sealed a dominant 7-0 aggregate win over Lioli following a 3-0 first leg victory. Coach Odo praised his team's professionalism and ambition, emphasizing the importance of consistency. Lioli's Bongani Maseko denied calling Pirates overrated, clarifying he only questioned their performance level. He admitted his team was punished for their aggressive approach in trying to overturn the deficit. And the next football headline, Cedric Kaze, Chiefs must build on CAF Confederations Cup relief. Kaizer Chiefs advanced to the next CAF preliminary round after a tense 5-4 penalty win over Kabuskop, following a 1-0 victory at FNB Stadium that leveled the tie. Coach Kaze called the result a vital morale boost amid a recent winless run. Chiefs will face either Simba DC or Jamel next. Despite the physical context, Kaze praises his team's preparation with 6 squad spots open. Luke Batman and Asanele Velebai may feature pending a SAFA appeal ruling. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Now, let us give you your latest traffic headline with TC Bambazi standing.
Covers, no 지금 이 느낌. to get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸. 시작된 걸.
peaceful rising, Vooka Nation. Of course, it's a wet and wild Monday morning. The roads are wet and slippery, so be careful. And here is your latest traffic update. Stay alert on the roads. Rain showers are soaking the city today with up to 2.77 centimeters of rainfall expected. That's one of the heaviest rainy days this month. Temperatures will reach a high of 23 degrees Celsius and drop to a low of 14 degrees Celsius. Roads may be slippery and visibility is reduced. So if you're heading out, grab your umbrella and drive with caution. The rain should taper off by tomorrow with dry skies and mild temperatures returning. And now with your traffic update, a stationary vehicle is causing delays on the N1 southbound just after the Allendale Road. The right lane is closed, so please drive with caution. And now there's been a crash on the N1 southbound just after the ramp from the Allendale Road M39. 2 lanes are closed, so do expect delays in this area and approach carefully. And now on the N1 northbound at the Brockfontein interchange, traffic is slow moving. All lanes are open, but congestion is building. Plan for extra travel time. A crash has been reported on the N3 southbound just past the N17 Rand Airport interchange. The right lane is closed, but traffic remains free flowing. And now that's all for your traffic. If you do happen to be on the roads, do make sure to share your own traffic update using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and hashtag Vooka Traffic, or send us your voice notes on the number 060-493-3226. Now I know it's raining cats and dogs, but right here in studio we're about to bring the sunshine to your screens. So do stay tuned for that daily dose of positivity with that energetic start to the day. Don't go anywhere. How? Tommy, you still cooking with cha, salt and prayers? Yo. But don't stress, ungawari, because your time to shine in the kitchen is here. Amapelepele Spices for Africa and the Vooka Breakfast Show have said, let's bless you with some spices that will slap harder than Umama's 7 colors. Vugage Flavor Fridays is here. We're serving flavor, vibes, and vibes with flavor. Flavor Fridays is the only plug you need to turn your kitchen into a 5-star chill spot. For 8 weeks, you stand a chance to win spice hampers that take your meals from meh to just by subscribing and tuning into your daily dose of positivity for an energetic start to the day. So Hypo, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out. Flavor is calling. Waza.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Soweto Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Soweto Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to the day.
Welcome back to the sad girl. 가득 안고서 아무런 생각도 하지 말고 저 깊은 곳으로 뛰어들어 볼까 아주 잠시 눈을 감고 하나 둘 숨을 머금고
20 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock on the dot, man. Great mornings is what we bring you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And yes, if anyone hasn't told you and you're watching and listening from wherever you are, it is Monday morning, man. Monday comes with a lot of things, man. We come with things from the weekend, imitwalo yetu from the weekend. But don't worry, man. We are here to cleanse Leo Mitwalo for you just by bringing you positive vibes and energetic vibes. So please do make sure that you stay with us throughout our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. And if you want to dial us in, you know that the number to do that, that's 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. And of course, I know that each and every time, whenever you wake up in the morning, you're always hoping for that message that you want to hear that can kickstart your day. Not only your day, but your week ahead. I have a very inspirational message for you and a quote that you can use just to, lighten up your day. So the first and the inspirational message that I have for you right here is you are not just enough, you are abundant. Then close it off with you were born to stand out, not shrink back. Your light is needed. I hope that message is clear enough to understand that your light, wherever you go, whether you're going to work, whether you're going to school, it is needed. It is showering outside, and I hope that you guys have your raincoats and your jackets just so that you cannot get wet, because hey, kunzima. But with that being said, I'm not alone. I'm always with the team that makes everything works out. A very good morning to you guys. How are you?
Amen. It's a wet and wild Monday morning.
Yeah.
Like I said, and like Mweketi has said, and Musi has reported that it's raining cats and dogs. But of course, I am here to bring you your ray of sunshine as Utisi Gamazbuga Shabalala, your prime cut creative and positivity dose of the day. Umamshengu omuhle. Indlovukazi yagwantu. Omwelase wawela ngeibugo. Ngitignina baye. Man, I hope that wherever you are tuning and watching us from, your morning is about to get a jump start, because your favorite morning wake up crew has arrived, and we're about to give you your daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the day. And of course, like Mweketi has said, man, let's start our day with inspiration, motivation, and of course intention, because of course today is the start of the new week. And of course, like Musi has said, it's the last week of, or the last Monday actually of September.
Yeah.
Yes, the last Monday of September. A month that has been all about heritage, about, knowing who we are, and of course connecting with ourselves and others as a community. And we have done so much of that right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. But to start the morning off, tell us, how has your weekend been? I mean, what has been the one thing that you have, that was a highlight of your weekend and essentially of this month? Because Musi has said, you know what, the month of September has been giving, man. Absolutely. It has given so much to us, and in terms of events, in terms of connection, in terms of community, in terms of heritage, it has been begumnandi, guys, and we've enjoyed it all with you. But yeah, man, Musi, how are you?
I'm not too bad. I really am not too bad. I am sad that my birth month
is ending.
Is coming to an
But
end. I am, of course. What do you mean? But
second last day.
I mean,
Askies.
And of course the Virgo season has passed. But you know what the thing is? Virgos are always in season, Chief. Yeah, like the year throughout. The Virgos are always in season. But good morning, to what should by now, 150 episodes in. It should be your absolute favorite rendezvous right here where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. You know that on a day-to-day basis, we always try to take such good care of you Monday to Friday between the hours of 7 and 10, and you always spending some great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mr. My name is Musi, Mr. and I'm so happy and I'm excited to be both in your presence and in your company on this not so great Monday morning for me, right? Because but it is a Monday morning on the 29th of September 2025. Like TC just said, the last Monday of September this year, and we're going out in style, where we always try to have all-encompassing, compelling, and of course thought-provoking conversations with bold discussions with industry professionals, bringing you great information and knowledge. And we're bringing you to you live from the heart of Soweto, Dobsonville, right next to Zondi Hills, and this is just before you get to Province Kloof. How you and I and the rest of the team can get in touch and interact with each other is by you jumping onto our comment section using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. It needs not end there. It continues on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I and TC and Mo and Mr. B and the Little Mpilo and the Vooka Nation can keep on sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Yes,
Do you
sir.
know what song comes to my mind this morning as it's raining? Don't go chasing waterfalls. Yeah, just stick to the rivers and the lakes that
Stand by the rain, man.
Or like New Edition or New Edition. Can you stand the rain?
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Because the
Yeah.
songs are both old. So, like, what do you mean now I'm talking?
I mean, I can only relate to a song that I know, guys.
Okay.
You know, if I don't know it, then I'll pass. Then just sing and dance alone.
Yeah, but
I won't take
mean,
anything from you.
Pula, guys.
Yeah.
Mapula. I was born on a rainy
Mapula.
day, and it stormed on the day I was born.
Umzane Mvula.
The hospital, nguzane mvula mina. You know, the hospital lights went out. My mom says it stormed so hard. So mina, rain actually soothes me.
Yeah.
You can miss me. Thanks.
Mwanapula. Yeah, man. It's raining outside, and I wonder if there are people who still in love with the rain till today. Because pula ya today ya senya, man. You know, we all knew we all knew pula. It comes on a season whereby just to calm things down, it's been hot.
Yeah, and windy, and that dust.
Windy.
You know, the dust settles when the rain comes. That's why the dust settles when I come.
Hey guys, now the roofs are roofing now. Because pula.
Hey yo,
Yeah,
the
so-
weather phenomenons that we've been getting, right? But then I think Banele and I spoke about this like a while back, where I think we were taught in school about Pangea, where like at some point the Earth in itself was just one huge landmass with like Amanzi didn't exist,
yeah.
and then
they did, but it was one continent.
but it was one continent type thing, and then it started shifting apart and then whatnot. So maybe the weather we're experiencing now is like there's that continental drift. It's called. We're now maybe we are moving in another direction, and now that's why in Natal tornado and stuff.
Man.
Guys.
Natural disaster.
Then they blaming Mrs. Zulu. Guys, the wrong king on the throne or whatever. But no, guys, maybe there's like
Mother
a
Nature
scientific,
always find a way
Mother
to
Nature.
respond, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what my grandmother always says, or used to say growing up, especially like on a pula so. The thing of Khotimari TV and sitting still.
Yeah.
My grandma and my mother, like
When
I think
there's thunderstorm.
pula ai na botlhoko. My mother, my grandmother, my aunts go ga nja re gola fela. There's a thing gore re dula still re tima TV and no one does nothing.
Yeah.
Le go tlotla is limited.
Hey,
And
re batla bona meno a gago,
what my
please.
grandmother would say is modimo wa kgalema.
Yeah.
A pula ena ile bogale so
Strong.
modimo wa
Yeah.
kgalema, there's something happening, there's something wrong in the world, and this is his way of calming it down and instilling discipline mo lefatsheng, so it was that thing re tswala dipili would literally sit
Say
still.
my grandmother would do the same. You guys, bekangafuni nje kumele nihlale so like and ninga like lokho esifuna ukudlala. As kids you were, hey, she would shout at you, sit still, be still.
And listen to the
and
Lord.
listen, like to the rain, and ningabi chaotic, ningahleki, ngaveza amazinyo, isipili siyavalwa, yonke into nje ngathi yashine nje yavalwa, nawe uyazixoxa.
It also comes with maybe, when rain starts to become strong and they start to ziyamoshe and then there's
like the
noise.
lightning and stuff.
When you
and
want
the
to play
storms.
music while it's raining, can't
Hey, me, I
dog.
do that. I make the equal amount of noise that the rain is making.
You
out there.
can't.
I'm like, yeah,
Like honestly,
let's-
I
let's do this.
like that's how I respect the rain, man. To a point that when it's raining, I take the
Understand.
AirPods off, man.
Understand.
So that it can just calm down. It's time for
And
the
Rabatona
rain.
Ronaldo nefs.
Oh wow.
So fake.
No man. Like
Yes.
for me it was a sense of Ugutiabo. In that moment I feel connected. I am one with the rain. I remember one day it was on a New Year's Eve, right? For I think 3 years in a row, New
Yeah.
Year's Eve, every time it was New Year's Eve, it would rain on New Year's Eve. The minute it starts to hit 12 midnight, imvula they say ineta.
Yeah.
So Ina, sorry. So now we would go and my best friend and I we'd go and dance in the rain. Like we would be out in the rain, just nje. It was a ritual of ours. In me, I was cleansing the year away. You know, I would be cleansing whatever it is. It's symbolic. It would be symbolic for me because
Yeah.
I'd be like washing away whatever didn't serve me. I'd be washing away any bad things that I'd gone through in that year. I'd be washing away all the bad memories and welcoming in a new beginning, a new season into my life. And man, when I think of like how those years used to pan out for me, they were amazing years because symbolically I wouldn't dwell, I'd let go, right? And I feel like, ever since I haven't done that, yazin, guys,
Salele move.
not good thing salele
Let's go and
move,
let God.
man, I've been like, I'm heavy, I feel heavy, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm like to Musi, I wouldn't actually mind right now to be out in the rain and maybe just do like cleanse myself. And I remember you saying when I'm TC the one time when I walked in the rain last
Ding is washo.
time, before it was winter, just before it was winter, and I was like, I think me walking in the rain, I'm okay with walking in the rain.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's why it's called showers. Right? You're showering all of those bad energies and bad omens that follow you. But with that being said, man, please do make sure that you let and of course, man, you caution your friends who are driving to work to say, friends, please drive safe, guys, because
slippery.
the roads
Excuse
are wet.
me, don't miss
Right,
me.
Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use throughout the show and just to join in on the chat. With that being said, you know that each and every week we all about giving a spotlight to our winners. If you stand a chance to become one of the Spice Hamper winners, man, the competition is still up, right?
Yeah, man.
And the people still are still have a chance to win the Amapelepele Spices hamper. So please do make sure that you stay with us and of course you follow us on our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Please.
Yes, man. And this week's Amapelepele prize competition states that you should share your best heritage meal photo and stand a chance to win. So South Africa's heritage is rich in culture, flavor, and the meals we share with loved ones. This Heritage Month, Amapelepele Spices for Africa wants to celebrate you and your cooking magic. So how to enter? You need to cook up your best Heritage Month meal. Snap a photo of your dish. Share it with us using the hashtag Amapelepele Flavor and tag Amapelepele Spices for Africa and the Vooka Breakfast Show. And then you just stand a chance to win yourself an Amapelepele Spice Hamper that will obviously add some more spice to your kitchen.
Yeah, man. Add your flavor to those winnings by following everything we've just told you about. 8 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock. What we're going to do right now is to take a short break and then we'll come back. We are going to give you your morning brew just to summarize some of the headlines that we went through when we opened the show. And another thing we're going to be discussing, it's another interesting topic, man. If you are someone who has moved out of your township because of certain noises, I want to know what noise made you relocate from the township or maybe from your neighbors.
Hayi Nkosi yami ngoba mina nje ekasi ngakhishwa ama neighbors. Kuthi nje you can't like and you can't call the cops. You can't can't call the cops like in the burbs, right? Like at a certain time.
Yeah.
They won't respond like, "Ah, we are like ufuna kutsukenzekale nekas." Like you know, in the burbs, right? When I lived in the burbs, I don't remember how many times when I held the party, my neighbors called the cops on me to say noise complaint. But ekas, you can't make a noise complaint to the cops. Like they won't come. Like when's hani? What did you expect? You know, like no, they won't come. Noise complaint, yani.
Yeah.
Not coming.
So that's something that we're going to be discussing. I hope that you guys are joining in. And if you want to send your voice note, the number to do that, that's 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. So let's take that short break, and then when we come back, we give you everything morning brew, and of course summarizing your morning headlines. So please don't go anywhere. It's still Monday morning, man, and of course it comes with good vibes and good music. We're trying to get you on that, mode whereby you're looking forward to kickstart your week ahead. I mean, we are, of course, man, heading for October, and we know that September was known for men's mental health, I think, to Suicide Prevention Month, for men out there. And I hope that those programs that were held were helpful for the men who feel like, they are, dealing with a lot, and they do not have the channels to open up with what they are dealing with. But with that being said, man, each and every time Inyanga Maipela, we thank it, as black people. Thank you so much, September. Thank you for what you brought, the blessings and the people that you brought into our lives. I don't know what you are thankful for in terms of September, but with us, man, there are a lot of things that we are thankful for. With that being said, before the break, we said we're just going to go through and, of course, highlighting what people are doing in the space. And I believe that it is Monday, and for me, I will take it as this lady here she is a mover and a shaker, and we need to give her flowers, man. So, an unemployment Limpopo woman launches a healing herbal tea brand. So, Trifina Mushomane, a former factory worker from Seshego, Limpopo, turned job loss into a health struggle into an opportunity by creating a herbal tea business. Her blends, designed to treat ailments, have gained traction across the province. The venture now supports her family and employs locals such as Donald Monyai and Khaukhelo Monama, who says the jobs improved their financial stability and gave them valuable skills. So high unemployment in Limpopo has forced many to find alternative income sources. Herbal remedies remain a trusted part of local health culture, giving Moshomane's products a natural market. Her story highlights resilience and growing entrepreneurial movement among women in rural areas. So what's next is Moshomane plans to expand distribution beyond Limpopo, potentially partnering with retailers and health shops. Her business may also create more jobs, further positioning as an inspiration for youth and women in business. Man, what a lady she is, man. And she has launched it. the healing herbal tea, and the people are getting employed, which is I think it is a good thing to just highlight for this Monday, man. You know, and looking forward to what she is going to bring in terms of expanding, and because we know that Gauteng is more of an economic hub. So if she expands her business up to Gauteng, we know that jobs are going to be created, because Leona Gauteng is also struggling with the high unemployment crisis.
The country in its entirety.
The
country in its entirety, and we need more people who are this innovative. You know, we need out the box thinkers. I also think that we need people who realize that to some extent or to some degree, there is no box. As well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I think we all balance each other out quite nicely. So what Sonang Mama are quite important in our society, in today's society. And I'll always go back to the conversation that we had with Tim, and because he was just sharing so much knowledge, nuggets of knowledge. And one of the things he said is that the promise of education being the key to success is not holding anymore. And unfortunately, we have to be creative and critical thinkers. It's something I saw yesterday on the socials by Joshua Maponga. And he said that there's a lot of graduates who are educated but cannot solve the problems of the community and of the society right now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So this thing, it's great. Please, I absolutely, completely condone going to school.
And have
I myself want to go back to school for
Same.
understand. But what he says is that you have to be someone who's able to identify the problems in the community and then go to school to study to solve those problems. Or those concerns in the community, right? Find ways to solve them, and one of the ways is by creating employment in solving those problems, like Bomama. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And as much as the COVID and the lockdown season, those 2 years were not so great, but I think they also pushed everyone, well, almost, ideally it would be great that all of us in society realized we have to be creative thinkers. Well, understand. What are the ways? There are some ways that we have been taught out of.
Yes. I mean, there's some.
Well, understand.
Yeah, like being intellectual and being smart are not the same things.
Completely.
They are not the same things.
Completely.
I've always said that, I'd like to have both. In my life, I'd like to think that in some areas of my life, I am both also. I can be both intellectual and smart. But then obviously in some I'm more intellectual than smart. That's why you find that others are street smart, but then, then you find if you put them in situations on the ground in the streets, man, they're able to survive. They're able to make money, and they're able to even live better than you that went and completed your degree, But like even here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we do have movers and shakers that we have, spotlighted and showcased with their amazing community impact and the community work. And of course, like one such lady that has even used the same thing to, improve healthcare right here in the heart of in Soweto is Mel's Superfoods. Uma Melody, somebody who right now, as much as, because I like to be an honest person due to the fact that right now life is lifing. And I've always said, the best form of advocacy, because I'm a mental health advocate, is lived experience. And through my lived experience, it's easier said than done. We as people want to get our wellness in check. It is a journey, and that's why it's called a journey, a wellness journey, because no journey is straightforward. There's curves, there's challenges and whatnot. So even me, I'm on a journey of my own with wellness, and especially with Mel's Superfoods, because the last time she was here, she left some products that I have to say I have been slacking on using, and I've made it a conscious choice. I said at the time, I'm like, okay, because I'm not fully present and I cannot use them properly right now, I'm gonna stop taking it. Do you understand? Because in order to see the proper results, I can't be, can't
be on and off.
Yeah, on and off. I have to be consistent. And because I realized that at this moment in time, I cannot be consistent, I decided to, not use them. And I mean, since the 1st of October is when Wednesday, right? And Wednesdays are Wellness Wednesdays. I'm going to now, on Wednesday, that's when I'm vowing and I'm starting now to mark a full month.
Yeah.
Now then I can properly track on a month or using a month calendar to say, okay, now starting today, I use this in the morning and of course, I'm hoping that she can come back and show us, do a live demo on the show for everybody who's also interested in, taking part and how she can also, and how you can actually also use her products to empower yourself, like with this woman that we are spotlighting in the headlines.
Yeah.
To maybe empower yourself and maybe resell her herbal look, because I mean she's also got multiple pharmacies here in Soweto, even in Rooibot, who are stocking up on her supplements and her herbal remedies. So maybe you yourself can do the same, and maybe you can start your own herbal business. So those are things that we can look at and talk about right here on the show.
Shout out to Metrifina Moshomane, man. Wherever you are, please continue. Batum.
Not that, no, it's not funny. It's just
yeah.
But you know what the other thing I like, the other thing I like about this headline and the story is that
I hate it when my brain does that.
The impact maybe she does, creating jobs.
The fact that
she's using, one thing that I just thought about now is that she's using our heritage. Like basically in the month of Heritage Month, it's showing Guti guys, the ancient knowledge that we as people say nyata sometimes. People have strayed away, like people, modern medicine only has revolutionized or maybe advanced what already exists and just put it in pill form or in powder form or whatever. But these things have been a part of our heritage and our ancient knowledge as people, as Africans. It's part of our cultures. It's part of the traditions we practice. And one such example is this. I mean, Untako Mahai of Mahai Herbal Remedies, he's in all the way in Tanin, has even come onto the Vooka Breakfast Show on a Spiritual Alignment Thursday and spoken about how his heritage as Umtonga, right, has opened doors in him looking at things like Abu Moringa, Abu Simos in a whole different light and getting that ancient knowledge, that ancient, wisdom that has existed long before in our own cultures, in our own traditions, and just use it now in a modern context of trying to get people to understand it in a modern context. So these things have existed, and I'm still saying shout out to everybody who today still uses ancient wisdom and ancient knowledge to revolutionize modern lifestyle, like of course like we do here on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
So hence we would like to give a very huge shout out. Did you remember what you wanted to say, man?
I'm gone with the wind.
But now she's doing amazing stuff.
She is.
Just to add on what you just said, TC, Umaponga was also like, and he said mostly what you just said. In going to school and solving those problems in society, when you want to become a doctor and you go to medical school, right? Are you someone who can come back after graduating and identify a plant in society or in
your community?
Wherever, just in life in general, and say, no, this plant can be used for stomach bugs or whatever.
And I've seen where people are like medicinally. So I mean, about Dr. Sebi have come controversially so, to say things like, you know, there are certain natural remedies or like certain things nature gives us that can combat like illnesses and viruses such as AIDS and HIV, and you know, looking at that, and now with the crisis that recently has arisen, where you know now funding has now been used as a weapon to say we will take this away if you do this. So now you know
those are the kinds of problems.
She's her fund ambassador, her voice fund ambassador, and a very huge advocate for, you know, people who are living with HIV. You know, she has now even come onto her own social media and has said, you know, this thing where now it has triggered her anxiety. To say, Guti, now what must happen to her life now if, you know, Abu Trump or, you know, the powers that be say Guti funding for her treatment is taken away.
Paused,
So now it means her life is hugely impacted. Her well-being is hugely impacted. And now we're looking at people who are doing, like, in our communities, who are trying to solve that problem.
Those kinds of
to say,
problems,
like, no, man, like, let's use our ancient knowledge. Let's use our, you know, things we were taught, you know, about ourselves. That, like, how can we take this now, what has become a global pandemic, bring it home and say, okay, how can we use our resources to combat this? And so that nobody can say we are going to take the treatment away hold something over us. You know?
He was saying exactly that. In solving those problems, those are the kinds of issues that we have to address, right? Okay, you're a graduate, well and good, but can you come as a graduated medical student and say, we can use this plant. We can, like, know what I'm seeing. My grandmother, 2 years ago, was one of those ladies, to pregnant women. So that thing changing the baby's position. We are suffering a lack of those kinds of women. You will understand that during the 3-month period, we're lacking those things because we have been taught out of those things. We've learned, not that school is a bad thing, but westernized kind of and colonized ways of teaching and learning have taught us out of dilo tsa rona, which are authentic, which are embedded and are innate in our African cultures. You know, so I love what Metrafina is doing. I love, and the fact that she's employing local guys and women in and around the community. That's great, man. I love that.
And for our, of course, man, Mover and Shaker, she's going to be on the top of our list for today's day, right? Joining on the chat, man, by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. 11 minutes past 8, and there's the time. And as we also mentioned that we're going to be just discussing this other topic that we have on the table. What noises made you relocate from your township? Or maybe what noises are happening right now at your township that you hate? You know, because we know if udula go strateng sa taverne or shipin, you know each and every week, you know. For other people, it's like there's a church next door, and they always having these church revivals each and every. Yo, bro.
I can tell you one, guys. Or maybe go Sunday, like Akiyo, or I'm in the house. I don't yo guys. It's like a 10. And it's not like Babangata. Like there's like less than 15 of them. And it's not let's all or Zioni. Yo, Bomebale, Mike Yatengi, why is Mike got 21st thing? Stolo Cocos, Stolozola. Stolo Coco, Stolo Cocos, why is Mike?
I know those Mike. Yes.
They use that kind of mic. Or like the setting is the balancing and the engineering of the sound is not good. There's this one lady, guys, who sings in that mic. So not that it makes me want to move, but I can relate to those kinds of voices.
Yeah, so with me, man, it's just a deep story because I think it was one of the major reasons why we had to move Koslov.
Okay.
You know, because Rona, we were staying next by the railway. You know, and not just a commute train, goods. The one that
to the
takes,
mine.
the Kosporung, you know. And of course, man, you know that when you are living in an area, you know, that has a mine, you know, sometimes houses, you know, have cracks because of the explosions that happen.
Yeah, song and they still happen when they do blasting. It's a song, you hear it like
Our houses had cracks, man, all over, you know. And with the train, man, each and every time, you know, when it passes, because there's a difference highlight sheet. Highly empty. Highlight sheet. Hey, man, the house shakes. The house shakes. And you would have these kids, ne? They will play and they'll always want to see what happens, you know, when I put something, you know, on a railway.
On the track.
On a track. They always want to see something. And now, each and every time when they put rocks, that train will. Then the Zulu will go. Understand? And we're like, no, guys, this is becoming too much now. Because that thing, sometimes it would work like 24 hours, depending on, you know, how much work is there at the mine. You know, so it would go on and on and on.
Back and forth, up and down.
And each and every time when it's about to pass where there's a passage, you know, they would like why? Like why, guys? Like why do you do that?
You know why? I think maybe it stemmed from a place of I think it's 2 and 3 more. No, there we go. I think it was a thing of, you know how in movies and in videos and whatever we've seen on TV and social media, even like a goloi though, jumping the street, you tend to think, or people tend to think that why how quick
the distance
they're going to get to you, you know, when you're trying to cross or jump. So I think maybe it was that, because what you never jump out, but life. I couldn't. I'm sorry.
They don't, man. Even when you just, you know, a weekend danger. When people just pass
cross, especially at weekend, like month end,
the braveness and the courage that people have.
I'm not an anxious person, but because I used to going to school. Grade 8 I used transport, and then grade 9 all the way to matric I used public transport. Back then, I don't know now, I haven't seen it in a while, but more Kona Main Reef and Elias Motswaledi so sometimes we'd have to wait for the train to pass. Shish, my bro. And sometimes they look trafficking, right? And you're actually on the tracks. Yo, bro, like the anxiety that would hit. It's like, hey, move on. Hey, hello, you know, but it ended up being a thing. Now cars don't stop over the tracks. So you stand before or after. If the robot, the traffic light is red and is closed for you not to be able to cross or turn the corner or whatever the case. So, but I know guys.
Yes. Yeah, man. I mean, I think with the noises that are taking place right now, because we moved, and of course, whenever, you know, when we were looking at the place that we wanted to live around, because we found out is surrounded by retired teachers, you know, so those people are all about quietness. Mokas, right?
No, extension 1, 2, predominantly quiet.
It's very quiet.
On Friday when
it's very quiet, you know.
It's quite quiet.
But you notice, you know, when time goes on, maybe the teacher has like kids, abazugul and things like that. Maybe when they pass on, you know, they leave the house with the kids, and then murusu wa qala.
Ngwana ya no
Understand?
iketsetse.
Now they start to having noise.
And,
But the one that is
slaughterhouse.
bothering me, I think, because the mommy is in the chat right now, she would, she would
Attest.
know. Yeah, attest to it.
Yes.
It's their church, the brass band when they're practicing. Yo,
Oh, kana ba rietsa tsa kara ka ko wena kara. Yeah, I see.
yo, my
And
brother always gets
I can
pissed.
hear it all the way to Kasaka.
Like,
Mara, when it's quiet though.
yeah.
Because on Sundays, I know Badala sometimes, Kari Sunday. But on Sundays, you can't hear because it's during the day and everyone is moving around. So there's a lot of noise during the day. Or when Kiri takes, see, everyone is up, out and living life and whatever.
My
But during the
bro,
week, I know
yo.
around 6, 7 at night.
They would practice kalot reduction.
I know.
Oh, like,
And
do you
it's-
know that? Pop, pop.
I know.
Pop, 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 pop.
I know. I can hear them all the way.
And my brother sleeps late, man, and he'll be like, "Oh, you guys, like guys, but one like don't think horror, but robala, guys, like sialala." When they're trying to, practice those right, she's like,
You know
pop,
the
pop,
deal,
pop, 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 yo.
And I know that noise. I know that noise. I know
You
with
can't
me,
even put a noise complaint to the popo. It's like I go say cats when they expect to eat.
I know with me,
So, those is-
when I have band practice at my
Yeah.
house, because I don't have like a venue per se. So when I call the band or the quiet and stuff, firstly the koloi,
Yeah.
but I know my neighbors aren't too like strict and
Rasa, man.
Yeah.
no about the cars like month.
Yeah,
But the second thing is noise. Funny enough, there's one or two who have come up to me and said, "How Musi? How start music?" That's so funny for me. Guys,
yeah.
because sometimes re set up right? And just so that but maybe ke first time o tla go gae and re tlo rehearsa go gae so ke bula gate yo yotlhe
Yeah.
right I ke re bone ke berekisa inyane ene so ke bula gate yo yotlhe and so when people pass they see gore man go busy mo mojarteng like people are singing, there's band, there's instruments, there's one
Yeah.
and people would like stand and watch.
Yo.
Guys, we're not performing, we're actually rehearsing.
yeah.
And then after it doesn't happen after a while, I know like two, 3 people came up to me, Musi. Manja makwaya wasays Musi manje pen and it was so funny. But yeah, my neighbors aren't so strict, but I am cognizant of noise
Yeah,
levels,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
I live band. Choir, I know we can sing softly, but when it's band, because it's drums, it's instruments, it's singing, and we want to balance it out, and we want to hear each other, But yeah, my neighbors aren't too strict about that. But now I don't think I have noise complaints.
Hey, Shinkosi yami, right now it's the front opposite guy, Mudimak. Uzwelu uyahlupha. Yo,
Kwalona.
like the front opposite house.
Yeah, Kwalona.
Yeah,
Kokasiago,
yeah,
yeah.
Kokasiaga.
Yeah.
So that house is just ladies only. He's the only guy, And it's the things that we always hear. Hey, Budalu Baba, mi wena.
Aibo!
Hey guys, some of the things that we hear out there.
Nahleka, mara, this thing is all funny.
Yeah,
it's not, but it is. It's not, but it is. Look, I've witnessed it, right?
Yo,
And
rough.
I'm so happy. I'm like a Friday night. I'm not used to like
Yeah.
Those couples.
Murusi.
Yo.
I can't
Couples who
function.
just scream and fight at each other with each other. Yang bulale bulale
I don't function.
Vele ngibulale. Miyekelen
No.
guys angibulale. Guys, no.
I'm very happy and I'm pleased and I'm blessed enough to have not grown up
Yeah.
in
Don't be those.
that kind of environment.
Yeah.
Don't
Wa
be
understand
those.
environment e leng gore
very
rona-
toxic,
okay,
man.
rona ka nako tsa rona le re gola dipoto ne di le ko kitchen.
Eish.
Remember when Smami was here the other day?
Yeah.
Or was it? Were you here? Yeah. I know tala tatafole le matita. Abare ko Cindy and everything le cartoon ha gola, right? So Neldi nako tse where Spoto was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right, the Chapin was kwalo na ko dining room, and it was those short glasses. Bagolo ba therapy so.
Eish.
Ka di tlatsele tse di silver. Right,
Yeah.
and you would find ko dintong tse di yalo no gwalaniwa like ke kwalo na batho ba nwele ko kitchen ko dining room. Yeah, vele. Guys, I can't function in such environments. So,
Hey guys.
so ke dilonyana tse di yalo no utlwa dio tse o timshaye. Msana ba.
Yeah, wena futhi. Lo plus lo mntana kuso wakho.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, man.
So Zweli ke batho ba ba yalo, yeah.
Yo, like every time, because even the police, they now know there's a time we just need to come re tlo molata and robala go di selling for certain days, you know, like
Zweli tshwanetse a lo fodisa tlhogo.
bro, he's troublesome, like
Zweli, man.
because he steals things even when gona le like events, like habana le those occasions at home, right? Like guests will complain ukuthi iphi phone yami.
Zweli ke tsabupu.
Yeah.
Hayi man, Zweli
Hola le mole ba mo tshwere ka le banda ro jumpa le bo. Yeah. Yeah. It's not funny, but when you see
it is.
like, you know, because sometimes you even like
It's not, but
it's not to say standing there, but let's see gore go tsagala gore re
like
gone to
you,
you understand, you know, and things like that. Ben kuphi bo makhelwane when this thing happened,
And
right?
such a thing actually happened on actually Zolo, right?
Yeah.
Before Banele and I went on the Soweto Art Mile walk with Ulirato Shabalalamini, who was here on Thursday, and Josie My Josie walks. So this one lady two houses away, right?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
I'm in the house, I'm nyakeza, I'm anyezwa. Yeah, ngibulale. And I'm like to my mom, Mama kwenzakalani ngaphandle, bro? Like it sounds like ganyiwa, like you know, people are fighting. My mom's like, I am not going outside. I'm like, Mama bega, because what if like bayabulalana, you know? And there are neighbors, like, you know, maybe you can call the cops or like assist. You can be a witness. And then she goes out. So this old man and this old lady, they live in this yard with this guy. I don't know if it's a nephew or someone, but it's a younger guy. But this old man, guys, not to get as the neighbors. Every time, it's almost like maybe dementia setting in or some sort of, you know, illness, mental illness is setting in. But we are two guys, like he's got that thing out of nowhere. He used to always do it to my mom as well. Everybody in the neighborhood knows him, vele, and that old lady at that house, they have beef with everyone in the community.
Yeah.
Or on the streets. Hi, man. Now, unfortunately, the beef is at home in their own yard now, and now everybody else is like, we're staying out of this because like my mom has also been to prison where this man was like wambambisa ati, you know, she's doing things to him or whatnot, like, so they are problematic neighbors. Problematic.
They are.
So now it's wild because now they're fighting amongst themselves and now everybody's like do you understand? And now I was like, the old lady's like, Tata, I'm a cause. Tata, Susie, Swenza, Jalo, man, Suwenza. You and now everybody's fighting. Now this guy is like, Mariam Sugel. So go right, go fair, go tired. Now it's like, and alcohol is involved, and you know, that like alcohol abuse is involved in that situation and such. Same thing happens with the neighbors at the back of my mom's, like on this side of us, right? Opposite now, Makhosa. And now, bonje, like I won't lie, like this one lady is always, she's always drunk, and then you know she'll be swearing at the children. Do you understand? Like the way she disciplines the children is to swear at them, like like calling them heinous names that I don't want to repeat, but like there's times when her and a man are fighting. The one time she actually even broke her arm, and she had to go to hospital. And then what's funny is that these people never leave. They get back together and
of course, man.
You understand? And then this was now, you understand?
Yeah, so those are some of the reasons, you know, that you move out or relocate, you know, from your township. But that's the question and the conversation we are having right now. What noises made you relocate from your township? Please join in the conversation and let us know, hey, now I have this neighbor, guys, or I have this other place. You know, it's a social events place whereby they always make noise each and every week.
Social events.
Yeah. No, like there are like it's a social event place, man. You know, there each and every week,
social gathering.
Saturday, there's a gathering.
There
is a neighbor who was like that.
My mom says
there was a neighbor like that, but he's no longer like that now. I think And maybe I think because it's not working anymore.
It's friends.
Maybe. You know, yeah. He used to be that guy.
Yeah.
But there is a lady, Angie knows this lady. Last week when Angie was here, that lady was doing exactly thing. You know how you just mentioned this lady swears?
Yeah.
I hate that. This one time, because right?
Yeah.
So I'm in the bathroom. I can literally hear this
everything that's
lady.
going on.
My dude, I left my house. Karanda. I'm like, what are you doing? Though me okay, like guys, disciplining wana, it's fine. Sharpang wana, I look that's how you instill discipline, right? I personally don't believe in that. Mara there's a line, you know, most of the crossing thing, you know, we're not sharp, we're not stress on the frustration because that anyway, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there's that lady, bruh. Like like I don't have hate in my heart. I don't function like that. I do have people that I'm not fond of, people that I don't necessarily gravitate
Dislike and
towards.
hate are two different
You know,
things.
people that I don't really like, but I don't have hate in my heart. Ne?
So
This lady,
it's dislike her or you hate
like
her?
I dislike her on a high functioning level, bro. As
because of
do you get what I'm trying to say? Because
her,
it's that thing, Banele. Now you remember, it was you, myself, Mekete, and Afriperi when we spoke about respect. I personally don't think respect, being an elder constitutes being respected. And Banele begged to differ. For me, respect is a general thing. I don't care who respect is a general thing for me.
Because you have to even respect kids.
I generally, I don't care how old you are. So I respect her, young as she is. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Mara, your actions, your character, your behavior is what is going to determine for me how much or how little I'm going to respect you. And that lady, like it's like I fight every time I get kopana le eno gore ke mo dumedise ka motho motona gona no ke age mama sabon beseng a dlula because I'm like what are you doing? Like create environment is snacks, you know. So there are those kinds of people in our neighborhoods, but generally I don't have complaints in we don't have this is Santin. Like after 9 o'clock we launch complaints.
But going through some of the comment section on YouTube, we have Miss Q Rams coming through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. Sivugile, by the grace of God, have a blessed day. Good morning
Miss Q Rams. Hello, Miss Q Rams.
And then Zinzi comes through saying a very good morning, Vooka team and Vooka Nation. Kanti, this weather, what's going on with it? Cause it's confusing me, but it's over right. Sivugile and looking forward to the show. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Thank you so much and very good morning to you, Zia. And then Simami says, good morning, Vooka Nation and Vooka team. Hashtag Sivugile and me enjoying the rain. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, when me and Simami, same WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Rainy weather is like days for you to just
bro.
Yeah, you avoid going.
Guys, pula etswala mabaka like re kgolela like re na le mabaka.
Go in the rain, but
No,
you can't go in the rain. Why saba manzi?
Ha re tshabe metsi. No, guys, pula e re kwalla
Rain from the heavens,
you know.
water from the heavens.
Things to see, people to do, my bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
And then she comes through saying, lol, shame mo askis, mara, it's not every Sunday. Hey, mara, hey, le revorvai. And then she says, re rasa ka mekete fela. Yeah, I would understand, man, because when it's mekete season or towards mekete season, hey guys, when you practice, or you're trying to catch some breath, bob. You understand? But yeah, that's the conversation we're having.
Zinzi came through, Mo.
She came through.
Saying, hope you guys had a great weekend and wishing you a blessed day and week.
Yes.
Yep.
Man. That's what we're looking forward, man. And of course, not looking forward to those neighbors. Because my friends, Nick Park, Arthur, you know, it was funny, you know, when I heard, when he told me this thing, you know, when their neighbor, you know, they would always see him.
I have a neighbor like that.
And then I thought coming.
I have a neighbor like that.
Oh my goodness.
And it's so funny. Like it's funny. It's ironic.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that's a name. That's a name. Matakala is a name, bro.
What if one
Well, that's her thing,
Yeah,
bro.
but what if one
Oh, so is that the name?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was guessing.
You know
Okay,
what she
I'm a
does
good
this
Yeah.
taking a wild
Like
guess.
Paseka knows. Mona Paseka.
Yeah.
Paseka and I are like what? Like when you go to Paseka, like 4 houses away.
Yeah.
Because go to 4, at the rest of feel like a 4, go
Yeah,
feel like a 7. So there's like 3-4 houses between us, right?
Yeah.
We're on this side, Nale. And then remember that girl to me,
Yes.
it's her birthday.
Yes.
Last day. To me is next door to me, right? This lady, ke front opposite, ke row A, front, ne? Ke go Paseka, it's like diagonal opposite, front opposite, I go Paseka, like front next door, only, right? You know what she does? This part, ke charta gag, ne? Di corner the wa fiela abathala line so.
Oh,
And then mo gare ga strata where the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Wa fiela aba di tlogela mo gare ga strata ba etsa line so.
Aibo.
Aba etsa so gape. Mama, why wetsa?
Like why?
Like wetsa ba etsang go distinct go
Tempela.
aba etsa ka hose pipe.
Yo.
Woman like a power wash type of thing, but using a hose.
Yeah.
And then it leaves like a motswadi mara why wetsa yalo? Why osa only matakala? Like guys,
It's
funny.
traits and behaviors that we see from our parents because I think there are a lot of people learn now. You know, when growing up, one of my friends, each and every time when they see a paper, you know, they will do this.
And then throw next door.
Like,
Like, what the
why?
hell?
Ibuye next door.
Ah, man,
Why is that
like, no, throw it in
don't
the
be
bin,
paper,
man. Just
like,
throw it in the bin, man.
don't
Stop
be
being
paper.
petty. Oh, I know.
Right,
But yeah, man, the time just hit 8:33, and Musi did mention that we're entering this week in style. Of course, Heritage Month has also been a search for us because Prime Cut Creatives, in collaboration with the Vooka Breakfast Show and, for instance, by Noni M, have been on a search for the hashtag, for instance, Muse. And yeah, man, some beautiful ladies have come through and shone, and of course have spotlighted how and why their style would inspire any brand to shine bright. And of course, such those two ladies are Itumeleng and Princess Nandi Pasibati. I think now you can bring them up on the screen. They're gonna come up on the screen. These two lovely ladies have, said that their style is a representation of what, for instance, stand for, and that's timeless beauty that enhances the already beautiful nature of South African women. So of course the competition has now officially been closed, but yeah, the editorial photo shoot is set to take place, and we will be releasing that as soon as it happens. But yeah, man, thank you to all the beautiful ladies who have entered, and of course thank you to the for instance by Noni M for the collaboration. And of course, you as the Vooka Nation, stay tuned because these lovely ladies are going to be spotlit and of course entering their glow up season with an editorial photo shoot with, for instance, Prime Cut Creatives and of course the Vooka Breakfast Show, your daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the day.
Powerful, man. And all the best to those who have entered the competition because man, such competition, you get to walk away with awesome things, and you get to build your brand and your profile so that you can be picked out there and highlighted, man. I see some of those pictures, man. Oh, people have fashion out there. Sometimes I feel like Nkosi yami, why uNkulunkulu ungangithi nami fashion?
Do you wanna be fashionable or do you wanna be stylish?
Stylish also
There's
is
a
thing.
difference.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Tina siyaqoka.
Okay, I'll bring it back to me. Like, guys, get out of Busadilo back to
you,
home.
yeah.
Yeah. Woman, I would argue and say I'm not fashionable. I'm
Yeah.
stylish.
Yeah.
and can a style that suits me.
Yeah.
Right. I try to coordinate my colors nicely. You know, the one thing that I like, I've mentioned it before. We've spoken about this. These are a thing for me. So this is my style. Right. Accessorizing, glasses are a thing for me. My hat is a signature for me. Right, the different kinds of hats, or the colors and the styles are a thing for me. So I try to coordinate, you know, and mix and match nice colors. I know I'm attracted to darkish colors. So your blacks, your navy blues, your greens, but nude as well as a color that I like very much. So not
Burgundy. Burgundy. It's burgundy.
But nah, burgundy
No,
I've
that's how
never.
we
But
pronounce
yeah, I think I have one or two.
Burgundy
You know, but yeah, but mechaka, black is a thing. Like I always try to have black in my colors, but from time to time, you know, I'll mix and match. White is also a color I love. You know, so that's my style. I don't think I'm fashionable, because fashion is keeping up with the latest trends in more than most cases. You know, that's how I understand it. At least I could be wrong, and I absolutely stand to be corrected. But yeah, that's the difference for me. So fashion is like, I want to
For no, yeah.
Like what's in
Yeah,
now?
man.
Like,
I think I'm those types, man.
so you want to be fashionable?
Wait, now,
Must
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You know, I was, you know, having a conversation Lebanese Friday, man. You know, Lena always want to, you know, look like those guys, got the chainy with watches, you know, and have a cap, you know, 10 my cap, just, you know, man, look alive, man. Yeah, because I think it's something that when you look at rappers, man, like, dude, man, that looks proper, man. You know, I mean, Steve will attest to this, because as a rapper, you know, they need to have accessories. It's a must. If you are a rapper, you don't have a chain. What are you doing?
No, it's something. It's
But common and them are not about that
By-
kind
by-
of rap.
by-
able to do those.
Have you seen old school rappers?
T-Pain,
Common and
not
Come on,
T-Pain,
guys.
get T-Pain.
Yeah, what the
T-Pain
real?
was about
No, not T-Pain.
auto-tune.
T Mang. Mong.
T.I.
Is it T.I.? Go that movie with Idris Elba.
Yeah, what takers?
Takers.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think
T.I.?
it's T.I.
Yeah, T.I. is not about. Mostly T.I. He's rocking a suit. If not in a suit, jeans, sneakers, glasses, a nice sweater, and
Looking
that's it.
proper.
Yeah, only to sharp. I don't think it's a
Dapper
thing.
is the word. Dapper.
Get out of here,
He looks dapper.
I know a watch. He rocks watches.
Yeah, like of course,
proper,
man.
you know.
Statement timepieces are.
Yeah, a lot of people are
statements.
about timepieces, but I don't think it's like a thing.
It's a thing now.
No,
now,
you don't
back
have
then,
to.
hey,
You don't have
welcome to the modern times,
You don't
Baba.
have to.
Well,
Have to.
for these ladies, they say, as Princess Sibati says, my style is where heritage meets modern elegance. I don't just follow trends, I set them by embracing cultural richness with a contemporary edge. I represent confidence, diversity, and authenticity, making me the perfect face for the For Instance brand. And then Itumeleng Ene, and let me get that the one that she said. No, her name is Itumeleng Mulemi. She says, with my experience and passion for modeling, I've developed a strong understanding of what makes a compelling visual story. My confidence, charisma, and ability to connect with the camera have allowed me to consistently deliver high quality performances in front of the lens. I'm excited about bringing the opportunity to represent this brand and bring its vision to life through my work. As a model, I believe I deserve to become the face of this brand because I embody the qualities and aesthetic that resonate with its values and target audience. So yeah, that's what each of them have said about their style and why they should be, the face of, For Instance.
Yeah. I mean, my style is all about showing Uguti. I mean, there is a little bit of disrespect in our society. So I want to wear things that are going to disrespect other people.
Why do you want to?
Why are you this
I get I'm
person?
setting a trend, guys. Can't it's wrong?
No.
It's wrong.
It's
not.
Well, that
I'm
one
setting
is
a
just
trend,
like,
It
guys.
is
why would you want to perpetuate that in society?
Exactly.
I want people to talk. I want people to talk. You must do things so that people can talk. We know how we talk as human beings.
How about you do things?
You want to
that-
be controversial? Just say
Aren't
that.
you guys
Yes.
content creators?
Just
Aren't
say
you-
that
I'm
controversy
not-
is
Aren't you
something
guys?
that
Aren't you guys content?
No,
are you a
I'm
content
not.
creator? You are
I
a
am,
content creator,
yes.
Kira. Yeah, I'm giving you content.
No, how about you make
Some things,
talk
guys, we
about
do that
positive
because we are
things?
bringing people.
Oh
content.
yes, this is the thought I was talking.
It's
I wanted
content.
earlier. Ke a gopola. Yes.
Heck, oh wow! Like
ka
an
try
hour
fina,
later.
Yes, ka try fina. Ne, the one thing that I appreciate is that it's a headline and a story that's positive. You understand? So if you want to make people talk about positive, uplifting things.
Isn't it positive,
It's
man?
not.
If I wear
'Cause
something,
Okay, right now, do you think
Topical.
Kanye West is being positive or?
he is.
Ah!
To me, he is.
Ooh,
He's
Kanye
being
West
himself.
is crashing out, bro. He's
being
been
himself,
crashing
like-
out.
Is
You understand?
Story sa R. Kelly, was it positive?
No. Hey.
Are you baiting the guy? Are you baiting Wicked?
I'm just asking.
Pela, there's a difference in terms of
Are you baiting him
because
to be controversial? I can't
Aye,
about
what a
controversial.
controversy.
no, Pela, Rona, we are trying it to do it in a good way so that people can
How's
talk.
controversy
Not
a
people
good
react.
thing?
I don't want people to react. I
Yeah,
want
but
people
talking
to talk.
perpetuates
Reactions.
reactions. Yes.
Aye, that means my content is not for you.
Yeah, but it means the content is not.
Disclaimer:
for-
this content is not for people who react to things. It's for people to talk to say, "Hey, yo, guys, did you see Mo today?"
Creating content is an action, right? I get it. Creating content is an action,
Yeah,
and every action has a what?
a reaction to
I
it.
mean.
Exactly.
There we go.
I mean, those reactions, do they lead now for the youth to be influenced to do bad things? I
Is
don't
the
want
content?
that. I don't want that.
Is the content intended to lead the youth in the right direction?
Yes, it is.
It's not,
you know,
'cause at
by
the
being
COVID
bold. You understand? You become bold with what you're doing. You understand? But yeah, man, it's some of the things that are happening in all around. So do make sure that you join the conversation. Right now, 18 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock on the dot. What I want to do is to take a short break, play some music, and then we're going to come back with some of the interesting things that we have lined up for you.
Today in history.
Now you about to come home, and I'm about to have a child. It's gonna be worthwhile. It's gonna be worthwhile. Remember nights I cried, now we at the finish line. Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far away I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense. But nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So you don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion. What happened? We probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control, just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering, I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Ya no quiero nada de discusiones, ni quiero que me estés comprando flores. I'm doing much better, yeah, did you notice? Ya me olvidé de tus errores. Sigue estoy llamando a estas horas, pero estoy cenando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Más fuerte, suco el cielo. Ya no me quiebro, yo no te espero. Fui prisionera, hoy soy mi imperio. Esencia es una trampa, la que nunca escaparás. Nunca escaparás, nunca escaparás. Sí que estoy llamando a estas horas, pero estoy cenando esta hora. Ya es muy tarde, ya no llores, ya no llores. Aunque estés sangrando, te ignoro. Llámame cruel, no te valoro. Hiciste guerrera y esta guerra yo gané. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía, destruye. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Ahora ven y mira, mira, mírame. Es como que nunca, nunca te amé. Tu casa vacía, destruye.
Good music is what we bring you, man, and I hope that you guys are enjoying all the music and all the vibes that we're giving you just to kickstart the week ahead. It is Monday, of course, man, the 29th of September 2025. You're still watching your favorite morning show, which is the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to the day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. Located in the heart of Johannesburg, it is Soweto, Dobsonville, right here in the Blinko studios. And it is a simple, if you want to contact us or dial us in, the number to do that, that's 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. And you're wondering, man, what days or what day is being celebrated out there in the world or in SA? Because around last week we were celebrating heritage and, of course, man, the rich, deep history that our country has. So let's look into what is the 29th and what are we celebrating on this day. So today is known as World Heart Day. On this day, World Heart Day unites millions worldwide to fight cardiovascular disease. Learn how the World Heart Federation inspires action to prevent, treat and beat heart diseases. So today we are celebrating World Heart Day.
But know what?
Yeah?
Know how to what?
Learn how the World Heart Federation inspires action to prevent, treat and beat heart disease.
Okay.
You know, and of course, man, we know that by protecting your heart is, you know, eating healthy, you know, exercising, because your blood is responsible for pumping out the blood.
And stay away from your toxic ex.
Aibo. Toxic ex.
Yeah, protect your heart. How? I mean, you must protect your heart.
But what are you doing?
In everything.
Because you're saying
with everything. Pella, to protect your heart isn't only, you see how you think it's only physical. It's emotional too, because your emotions, like, do you know that stress and emotional distress can put your heart, can literally cause your heart to be like your heart, like somebody can die of a broken heart. Have you ever heard that someone actually died from a broken heart? It's because like the emotional stress that you go through when your heart is broken can actually cause physical heartbreak, heart problems. You guys,
your heart gets broken.
Like I'm being serious.
Guys, what are you guys doing out there?
I actually saw this other lady. No, I saw this other lady. You know what's weird? Yesterday, as I was coming here, right, to go to the walk with Ubanele, this lady, they trying to pick her up off the street. She drank herself to a standstill. And bathi, manje uzosibulala vele uzibulala ngotshwala ngoba lo muntu yakushiya. Hayi man, yekela lento yenzayo. But like she was literally falling over in the street. Athi kuyafana musi mangafa lo muntu uzothola imali zakho. Uzothola imali zakho manje wena ufuna ukuzibulala ngotshwala. Now they like trying to get her home.
Imagine.
She is blackout drunk. Yabona to the point she can't walk. Udagwe to that point. Like I'm like, I guys,
I never. I could never be me. You can miss me.
Like wow.
Like I can't.
Why would you do that to
guys,
yourself?
how do you get to a point? I'm sorry, but like, how do you get to a point where you love someone more than yourself?
How?
O rata yang motho o wena se ithate yang.
O rapalletse go strateng. O rata motho. That's not love, man.
It's not. It's obsession. And obsession is, look, I know, and I said it last week. I think it was you and I who were in this conversation. The symptoms of love and insanity are very similar together, very similar to one another, because the line between them is so thin.
Yeah.
All right. But no, and it's a shame, man.
Emotional trauma with the prima donna.
Come on, man. How ironic is that? Emotional trauma with the prima donna. How you jump between the two is very easy. Jumping between the two is very easy, between insanity and love. But you have to be able to recognize, like, how do you pour from a place where you are empty? That's my point. Like, Orata is, I'm a big lover. I have so much love to give, guys. Like, so much. But not to a point where how young.
I've come to learn but that time, like, I've come to learn that it's easy, like I say, like it's easy to not be understanding to people like that, but I'm quite understanding to people like that because I understand in the sense that it's not a sense of that. No, it's like, guys, we already living in a broken society. There's a reason there's people like that. There is a reason. So you cannot cure, or you cannot combat, or you cannot prevent, and you cannot teach from a place of judgment. You cannot teach people how to love themselves by judging why in the first place they don't love
what
themselves.
Could be the possible one of the reasons? Like
there's so many, guys. Like what? Just go on TikTok and
let's
follow,
talk about it now. Like what? Because you understand.
Don't worry. On Wellness Wednesdays, we will talk about it. I mean, at least with a professional and expert, somebody who can actually debunk these kind of things, right? I mean, somebody we've already started to speak on, relational crises with is Osvaldo Nyaka, and I mean, he was here, talking about how we can build better emotional legacies, right? Since it's been Heritage Month, and we've been talking about legacy. So man. There's a reason for why people are like that, and I always choose to operate from a place of because ngutandiwe, and someone who has been named and is an embodiment of love. I cannot judge those who love differently than I. So
we're not judging.
It's judgment. Like,
not.
But you're judging them.
Young.
You see, young. The young is where you need to find out. That's where the compassion.
It's a lack of comprehension and not judgment. It's coming from a lack of comprehension. How do you pour from a place that's empty? That's where it's not reconciling.
You can't understand because you're not the person. But
that's the thing. Yes. That's where the confusion is for me. It's not judgment. I can judge you, Ope. I'm not judging you. Do you knock yourself out? If you want to love someone more than yourself, great. Run far and wide with it. But that's where I don't understand. If it's like, then it's as if the world owes you compassion. I know I said to all the more situation in because we tackle them over. How? That's why I mentioned it on Friday, TC. Like I come from a logical place, bro. Like what we have now, and it comes off as insensitive, but it's not. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm logical about it. Like young. Wena self ha o ithate o itse motho o na le tšhelete e keletsa botsotsi a tshwere ke tlala mara o tshwere 50,000 he batho o na le tšhelete o galetse bega o batla busa tlo go rekela ke tshwere 100 rand bofela. How do you do that? How? It's a lack of comprehension and not judgment. And I know I can understand why it could come off as judgment, sure, but it's a lack of understanding. How do you get to a point where you yourself haven't given yourself that kind of love? You haven't learned and taken the steps and the measures to get to a point where you love yourself to that point. Not to a point of arrogance and boastfulness. No, but being about yourself first. And then you can give that love to everyone else and say, Ntwana, like I'm crazy about you. Because you're crazy about yourself.
Yeah.
Well, understand that I've always said this, before you are TC, or before you are a parent, only TC, you are an individual first. Before your mother is your mother, she is an individual first. It's not trying to take away from the fact that Omutswadi, your friend, your colleague, your sibling, but you're an individual first. Because on Judgment Day, so there's no one else. Really matwin, really mompeng A1, really tuso, really matwin in Nalwen. You're going to be alone on Judgment Day. There's multiple movies I can mention that make that example. The Gods of Egypt. You've watched
Legion.
The Legion, the Wrath of the Titans and whatever else, Clash of the Titans. Give a depiction of what Judgment Day could look like. I'm not saying that's what it actually is, but otabe uli one ba go shebile so modimo go botsa a go dlala movie so gore do you get what I'm trying to say? So how do you love yourself more than how do you love someone else more than you love yourself? That's
Maybe
not what I
these
taught
people
you.
Don't know otherwise, and that's why
Absolutely.
self-love can be taught.
And so that's where the comprehension lacks for me.
Yeah. But you have to understand
not
why that person functions on that level first before you can help them change it. So that's literally where I always come from. It's in the sense that as an advocate, it's like with mental health, you cannot understand how to help people with mental health conditions without understanding why they exist in the first place. Because for you, Vele, you don't understand. Because you're not coming, you understand? You have to understand first for you to be able to change it. Do you get what I'm saying? Sure. Yes, so that's why I'm saying, Guti, I understand. For me, I understood when I saw her like that, but it also has to come from the person. Does she want to change that? Does she want to change that, Guti? Does she want to change, Guti? Damn, I want to learn how to love myself more so that this never happens to me again. There's where the differentiating factor comes from. But why, Guti? More than you love yourself, I never come from that because I can never change or help the person change it if I approach the situation with that mentality.
Yeah. That's why it's called World Heart Day, guys.
Yes.
It got us to where we are. So you need to learn how the World Heart Federation inspires action to prevent, treat, and beat the heart diseases. I mean,
emotional
things,
trauma. With a prima donna.
Understand? So those kind of things like that. And then, of course, you know that some of the things that happened besides, of course, celebrating World Heart Day. It is the 29th of September, but there are other things that happened
today
back in the day, right? So today, British mandate in Palestine took place from 1918 to 1948. It was established after World War I when the League of Nations granted Britain administrative control over the territories of Palestine and Transjordan, which were previously part of the Ottoman Empire. The mandate aimed to facilitate the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people while also ensuring the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities. During this period, British authorities developed administrative institution, public works and infrastructure, but faced significant political tension and conflict between Jewish and Arab population. The mandate ultimately ended in 1948, leading to the establishment of the State of Israel and ongoing regional conflict. Very interesting. And then on the next one, earthquake shakes up Tulbagh at about 4 minutes past 10 on the 29th of September 1969. The Boland farming towns in Tulbagh, in Wolseley and Cerise experienced the most destructive earthquake in South African history. The epicenter of the earthquake was situated in Saron, a region near Tulbagh. The earthquake measured a sizable of 6.3 on the Richter scale, with reports of tremors experienced in the broader Cape region. Earthquakes in the area were relatively unheard of before then. Because of a general lack of knowledge about earthquakes at the time, precautionary measures and disaster management were not in place. As a result, the Tulbagh earthquake resulted in 9 human casualties and several injuries. In addition, many homes in the town were rendered uninhabitable. The earthquake weakened destruction on the older, more historically significant buildings in the area. One of the greatest casualties in terms of heritage was La Rhone farmhouse, built in 1785, which was unfortunately damaged beyond repair. Restoration programs were immediately orchestrated to help facilitate the rebuilding of the towns. Restoration programs were specifically successful in Kerkstraat in Tulbagh, a street where the oldest building in town can be found. Numerous organizations set up disaster funds as all South Africans sympathized with the residents of Tulbagh, Kers and Wolseley. And then the last one that we have right here is that Kanye West tweeted that he had changed his name to Ye. The tweet read, "The being formerly known as Kanye, I am Ye." That
Yay, wena. Yay, yay. Kanye, yay.
Yeah.
Hi, boo.
I am Ye, I am Ye.
Yay, man.
That's how you pronounce it. But that is what happened when Kanye tweeted that, you know what, guys, I am changing my name. I'm no longer Kanye. I am Ye, right? Then I'm no longer Moikiti. I'm K.
But we've been calling you Mo, man. You're not Mwiki, it's Mo.
Yeah, I'm K. Call Kanye right now. You're not Ye. You Kanye.
He's Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he said. I get Len, I'm telling you, I'm K.
Okay.
Understand? So,
okay,
yeah.
K.
So yeah, man. Today's day, in terms of the number of days that we are, man, because amalanga aya hamba
and our
funny. Right, today is the 272nd day of the year and 273rd in leap years. And number of remaining days is there are 94 days left till we say goodbye to 2025 and 12 weeks remaining.
I've already said goodbye to this year. I'm already in a new year, bruh. As September ends, I'm officially in J ahead of the time.
That's crazy.
I'm in a new year. You know what? Bye. I'm in a new season, new year, new everything.
It's crazy that we are now in a period where we're left with 2-digit number days. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, more than 200 and something days.
Such a lie.
Today is 94.
How are you saying like there's 94 days left in the year? Like, that's what? That's 3 months and 4 days, guys.
3 months.
3 months and 4 days.
Hey.
Literally. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
It's crazy. Nintendo, I think we did this. Did we not talk about? We spoke about it, Mr. B.
The inventions that Nintendo was invented on this day.
I think we spoke about something about
similar.
Nintendo.
I think in I think what you're remembering is on a Thursday. When
it was Take
Thursday.
Yes.
No, Banele was going through the evolution. Yeah. So I think
okay, so let's read this one first. Let's read this one. Okay, so this one says on the 29th of September, the Nintendo 64 gaming console was released in the US. It was named after its 64-bit central processing unit and was the last major console that used game cartridges. Okay, come through, Mr. B. Talk to us.
Nice.
Kuluma Benailing.
Sure. Yeah, no. That's it. I mean, it has the. It's the Nintendo 60. I think I've seen it because I remember when we spoke about this the last time. I get more if when I want to the game it's cartridge.
Yeah, we were looking at the evolution
of gaming. Yes,
because
yeah,
we were looking at the evolution of like the gaming consoles and it was on a Tech Thursday.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
it
it feels so familiar to you. But no, we didn't know it.
Ago.
Like we didn't know.
So I don't know more if you've played the games.
The
cartridge
ones.
You haven't.
I mean, I've played them while they were on their way to go out, man. Body TV
There's this
game.
episode.
Because Rona about the PlayStation.
Oh wow!
Right.
Oh wow!
Yeah, man, the PlayStation. We are PS, Sony. Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, that's what happened. It doesn't mention the year. But yeah, it was released on this day, I guess, sometime in the 90s, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
The Nintendo 64 gaming console, which was named after its 64-bit central processing unit. That's very interesting. So
the one that I played is Nintendo Wii. I love Nintendo.
Yeah, my nephew has that as well. We were playing.
Yeah, man, it's very nice.
I remember we spoke about that as well.
It's very nice.
Yeah, so and then I think on a episode of the regular show, I remember even when we were discussing this before on a Tech Thursday, it was more of a discussion on the evolution of like game, like because I think it started with talking about eSIM card. With a SIM card, yes, and then we went into like even with like games and like the way games are being played and I think so there's we spoke about a regular show, the cartoon regular show, man, about like Mina, that one episode of Rigby and Mordecai, and they went on like to find the legend of a certain Nintendo game that they were so obsessed with, but Mina being obsessed with the regular show, that's why I remembered.
Mr. B, talk to us.
Yeah, man. Am I audible?
Yeah.
All right, so when it comes to 64-bit architecture CPU, this allowed Nintendo to start making games that required more memory.
Okay.
In other words, the previous one, 16-bit, 32-bit, and now 64, the previous ones, they could only do so much because of the limited bandwidth. Now, what 64-bit allows is, number one, more memory, meaning that if they want to produce 3D games with much bigger worlds, there's more memory. It then allowed for that. The problem was the architecture of the cartridge. So the cartridge can only take so much storage, number one. So yes, the technology was there on the CPU, but then the bottleneck was the cartridge. So they had to then move away from the cartridge. The same way like a TDK, you can only fit so many songs. But now, if I say to you, hey, we've got MP3 technology, hashtag 64-bit, we have to move to a CD. So as a result, this was the last generation, because after this, that's when they came up with CDs. Yep.
TDK, Macassette.
Oh, that's interesting. It makes sense now as you explain it. Yeah. Because I remember, even I remember the first PC we had at home was 98, a Windows 98, and we made use. I don't know if you go out, Mr. P. MAME 32.
Those were emulation games. Mustafa.
I had MAME 32 on my 98. This is you okay?
And you know, in 98, it was the color was 16-bit colors.
Yes.
And you could only get like a limited range of colors.
Yes.
And then when you went to Windows 2000 and up,
P1,
it
P2.
moved to 24-bit.
Oh, okay.
And then that's where you could get rich colors.
Yes.
Because there was a time with Windows 95 where it was just 16 colors on the PC. It only had 16. And then gradually the numbers went up.
Because I remember Kopopaseka, they got a Phantom 1, and then because his brother Ice was very big on DJing, so he got a Phantom 1, upgraded the PC to a Phantom 2.
That's 32-bit.
Yeah. I mean, so it's crazy.
When you look at the graphic evolution, man, I don't know why, but sometimes I feel sorry for the older generation. Guys, man, like Nele
But
khona ya,
here's the
man.
thing. At the time when
it was like
when we had 98 was the top
That was
of the
proper.
of like this is the early 2000s.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
imagine this as 2000. This is 2003, 2004. 98 was like the thing. 2005.
Yeah.
Nigga, man. But 98 was the thing. I don't know. I'm 32. Like, yeah,
You
man.
were a cheese boy.
Not necessarily cheese boy, but outside, because now this is when PS1 came into play as well. So I don't know, PS1 or like a MAME 32.
Yeah.
FIFA 1, FIFA 2 at the time. You know, but because I wasn't big on
Consoles.
yeah, no, I wasn't big. I opted for and I get out Pac-Man yeah, but
Yeah.
it was the thing at the time. Now looking back, very like you can't make use of Windows 98 now. It's like, Chief, what are you doing? You know, but
Yeah, there's some enthusiasts online that
Retro.
they would be like, can you use Windows 98 in 2025?
yeah.
And they just show how unusable it is.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
But at the time, it was the best thing.
It was.
It was the best
Yeah.
thing. It was like ahead of its time. And it was
Like
technology.
so like I don't know like the computer, you'd press the thing, right? And then you'd literally have to wait for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Like and then I remember it was crazy. The computer telling him, we wanna go Matrix. The green stuff.
Yes.
So you'd have to wait for the green stuff
to load up and things like that. Yo.
And then even after it switches on, ne,
Yeah.
you have to wait a minute or two for a mouse. Like it's a pause. That's crazy.
The ball mouse.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know the ball mouse?
Yes.
Ball
That's
mouse.
crazy.
No, I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
No, it's the one that picks up dirt. Ne?
Yeah.
And then after some time,
Yeah.
you have to pop the lid at the bottom and clean the mouse.
Yeah.
And then put back the ball inside.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
that was
crazy.
nice.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
You
Go
took me back.
Hey, my dude. But anyway, yeah, man, that's where we come. So it's interesting finding this out about Nintendo, man. Very, very cool stuff. So on a day-to-day basis, you know that we celebrate people who are, who are given birth on those specific days. And today, as it is the 29th of September, is no exception whatsoever. The first birthday that we have that we're celebrating is none other than KD. Kevin Durant, all right? Kevin Durant was born on this day. Okay. But yeah, he was born on this day back in 1988 and is turning 37 years old, or turning 37 years. Is 37 years old.
Yeah.
My birthday week.
Hey.
Stop. My birthday month.
Malume Musi.
But anyway, Kevin or KD rose to prominence as a basketball prodigy at the University of Texas, where he averaged a 25.8 points and 11.1 rebounds per game. He was drafted the second overall in the 2007 NBA draft by the Seattle Supersonics. Now Oklahoma City Thunder, and later won 2 NBA championships with the the Golden State Warriors. He's not married as of 2025 and is reportedly single. Something interesting that you might not know about KD is that he wears jersey number 35 in honor of his childhood coach, Charles Craig, who was tragically murdered at age 35.
Yeah, man.
Very, very cool stuff, man. Shout out to KD. Yes,
And
sir.
that man is tall, man. He's 6'11".
Do you know that movie, I'm going to KD, where the that boy, it's like a magic thing, the mascot, and then the powers and the talents that KD are transferred to high school.
Yeah.
Very, very cool
Because
stuff.
Michael, is it not Michael Jordan, man? Can I give this guy what he's got? The popular one right now.
MJ.
Yeah, not MJ.
King James.
LeBron James, yeah. Is it house party or something? Yeah, the guys go there, of course, as cleaners, because giddy fake influencers on Instagram. So they want a house to host a party, not knowing they're going to a house, yeah, LeBron James, it's an interesting movie.
That guy's cool, man. LeBron, King James, man. He's cool, that guy. Anyway, the second birthday that we're celebrating is none other than the one and only Halsey, whose real name is actually Ashley Nicolette Fragni Payne.
Wow.
Fragni Payne.
You?
Ooh, okay, it sounds like a...
Frangipane.
It sounds like something. Fragni Payne. Anyway, Halsey was born on this day in 1904. What? It's crazy.
Yeah.
She's 31. That's crazy. Turning 31 today. Halsey gained attention through self-released music on social media. Her breakout came with the single Ghost on SoundCloud, leading to a record deal with Astro Works. Her debut album, Badlands, and the chart-topping collaboration Closer with the Chainsmokers catapulted her to global fame. Right? She's engaged to actor Evan Jogia as of September 2024. Ooh, guys, go US, go Hollywood. Something interesting that you might not know about Halsey is that she uses both she and they pronouns and has been a vocal advocate for mental health awareness, having openly discussed living with bipolar disorder. Okay, that's interesting.
Isn't it
Halsey?
the lady who sings Sonalipina Iman?
You're
Thinking you can live
Without me, it is.
She's the one.
Yes.
Hey, there's this other friend of mine, man. She loved that song.
Halsey, man. That's like, yeah.
Tell me if you need. I think when you are dating, if they send you the song, Bahorata, they love you.
They love you more than they love themselves. Is there? Woo!
I'm sorry, I don't know Binaya Halsey. Like, I'm
You
not
don't?
no.
Yeah.
Thinking you can live without me.
No.
I mean, I was sent by my girlfriend by the time
She
we were
sent you that
dating.
song.
Yeah.
I don't think you can live without her. Wait.
Yeah, she loved me.
Lahan.
But unfortunately, life happened.
And you moved on and you are living.
I'm leaving.
Hey.
Smooth Shabbat.
Ke a ba komela.
Hi,
The last birthday I think we're celebrating on celebrities is by none other than Samora Machel.
Yes.
Samora Machel, wa itse re re o se Samora o se wena o tlile o Samora Machel.
Yo.
Puonyana mo kasi, I'll teach you.
Mara dipuo tsa lona.
Yeah, ke tsa mo Dobs go na Samora Machel. It means right.
Oh.
O tlile ka pasi mo kasi.
Wow.
O tlile ka pasi mo kasi. So Samora Machel was born. What? Samora Machel is as old as my grandmother, guys.
Wow.
Born in 1933, 92 today, or would have been turning 92 today. Was born in 1933. But tragically,
Anyala, what's you call Nelson Mandela.
But he tragically passed away back in 1986. Samora Machel was a revolutionary leader and the first president of the independent Mozambique. He led the country after its liberation from Portuguese colonial rule in 1975 as a commander of the Frelimo movement. Why is it Frelimo?
Frelimo,
Yeah, I know it, man. I can never trend as ning. Like the party right now, the president, flew to South Africa because the citizens were angry.
Frelimo.
Yeah, because they lost their power. They lost their power. So now they try to heckle the votes, because they were losing, like they were losing the election. They went their things. People were like, never. We are banning everything in this country.
There's this guy in my mom's street, right? He's from Mozambique, right? Bambizu Frelimo. And he responds so nice with that. Like, I'm out there, Frelimo! And it is like, sure.
I think foreign nationals have
bad books right now.
Foreign nationals have accepted for South Africa.
Yes.
Like I have this girl that I used to sing with, Amazu 8. She's in Turkey right now. Left in May, June, I think. Coming back October, November.
Okay.
They have a guy that side who I guess takes care of them, for lack of a better word. And no, our post, our big brother took us to McDonald's, and our big brother was like playing my piano from our commute, from the hotel to the venue, whatever. And but meet us Spusi, so I'm like, South Africans will give you names, guys, and foreign nationals now have accepted. South Africa, South Africa. So yeah, man, this Ferlimo le Samurai, you're pina and tuning
Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Continue.
Ferlimo, Samora Machel. Yeah, man, that's how we found out Kantuninka Samora Machel. And so yeah, man, if you know anyone, because I do see some of you have jumped onto our comment section, like we mentioned, or was it off air when you mentioned Simami?
Yeah, because she came through right there to give a shout out.
Simami came through earlier on our YouTube comment section saying, almost forgot, I would like to wish my brother Hoopa a happy birthday. May he be blessed with many, many more. And then Nelly Somngu also comes through again saying happy birthday to our celeb Hoopa, wishing him many more. So Hoopa H-U
Hoopa.
Happy birthday!
Hip hip! Hooray! 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 Happy birthday! So, like guys, I really need to reach out to can I get this lady? Lalamani, guys. Like about Lalamani, can we please make use of your thing? Like because like I think it's her daughter, if not her granddaughter. Happy birthday! It's crazy. And then I would just like to wish a happy belated birthday to Mimi Nomusa. Yeah, man. Get a lot of Mimi Kimiti.
Snapper se guy.
No,
I know. Backstory for that.
I do.
And at that time, it's off air.
Yes, no, guys. We can't share. There's people are monitoring.
Monitoring spirits.
You understand?
They are monitoring spirits.
What if there's someone who's dating me and I'm not dating them, and then
and so why do you care to relationship?
No.
Reputation.
Like what if we're not gonna know Nike no get example. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But you and I know Kiti relationship is sharp. Like we're cordial, we're cool. Like you can call me up, we can talk, and those kinds of things. And then Naibe Kikinya the Afeza wait when you're not kwazana. But yeah, those are some of the birthdays that we are celebrating today. So with that being said,
it's just called Delulu.
Delulu. Hey, but I know what delusional.
Delulu is the Salulu.
It's not.
Stop being delusional, guys. Like being delusional is it's not the one. So on a day-to-day basis, we always give you word of the day, and all of these words that we give you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show are aimed at improving both yours and our day-to-day spoken languages and speech patterns, of course, and ultimately our vocabularies, right? And today is no exception whatsoever, as it is Monday the 29th of September 2025, almost said 24. Yay. And the word of the day today is peregrinate.
Yeah.
Peregrinate, right, is the word for today on a Monday morning. Peregrinate. How you spell this word is as follows. That's Peregrinate. That's Peregrinate. Peregrinate. This word is a verb, so it means it's a doing word, to peregrinate, right? The definition or the meaning of this word is as follows. It is to travel or wander from place to place, especially on foot. It is to travel or wander from place to place, especially on foot. How you can use the word peregrinate in a sentence is as follows. He chose to peregrinate through the city's forgotten corners, collecting stories in silence. I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, so
he chose to peregrinate through the through the city's forgotten corners, collecting stories in silence. Similar words include to roam, to traverse, and to meander.
That's literally what Banele and I did with Lerato Shabalala Mini and Josie My Josie.
You were peregrinating yesterday.
Yeah, so yesterday we peregrinated throughout Mfulo. From the to Heritage Mall to Robert Subuka's house. We went to Tate Tebe's, Creative Arts Center. We went to the Fuller Arts Center. We went, man. We peregrinated.
Yeah.
More? Izolo. Yeah.
Talk to me. Sentence usage: peregrinate.
Yo.
To meander, to roam, to traverse.
Sorry, man, I haven't been paying attention. What's
Hey,
the
baby, where are you? Hey, guys, no, man, guys, like no, man.
The air that you breathe.
Mr. B, talk to me. Peregrinate. Sentence usage:
Lindsay Malika Malili. Great.
Peregrinate. To roam, to meander, to traverse.
Peregrinate.
Yes.
Hand grenade.
I threw a hand grenade down a flight of stairs. So rather than it settling in one spot, it peregrinated through multiple.
That's an assist, my
guys.
brother.
To one.
The grenade was wandering.
Peregrinated. You could have said that.
A person peregrinates.
Yes.
Not but objects can't peregrinate.
But because the grenade was going a flight of stairs. That's the movement.
Yeah, but that's not wandering. That's not roaming. That's not traversing. That's not meandering.
But have you watched John Wick where they throw a grenade?
That's not peregrinating.
It is one. The grenade is wandering.
It's not. Anyway, talk to us. How would you use the word peregrinate in a sentence? So the definition means to travel or to wander from place to place, especially on foot, right? It says he chose to peregrinate through the city's forgotten corners, collecting stories in silence. Similar words include roaming, traversing, and meandering. Right? So talk to us using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show on our YouTube comment section, like many others have done already. And I see some comments have come through, and I'll get to those in a second. But talk to us, and how you can also continue is by dialing the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. A couple of comments came through a bit earlier on. The first one is by Simami when we were talking about that lady on a work. I'll never understand. But Simame is asking, saying, Musi, why okwata gore motho o rata more than you think they should? People don't love the same.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree. People don't love the same. That I agree with. I don't dispute that. And I didn't say that people, and I wasn't trying to measure right? Where I was coming from, and I explained this, is that I don't understand how people can do that. I don't. For not like
maybe
I can't
you should work on understanding so that
who understand that a lot of things I do. Yeah. This in particular, yes. We tatlela mo fatshe opa I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe we need to talk about it. Make it a conversation.
Yeah, that's right. Topical on Wellness Wednesdays.
We can talk about it. But that's where I was coming from. Not no, that I can't do, because we love this. We love in different ways, because we're taught love in different ways.
Right? Is what I was wanting to go
No, we do that. I absolutely understand. How
what if she learned love through sacrifice? That when you love someone, you sacrifice yourself.
Then I have to get to a point where
Jesus.
Absolutely. I made that example. Did I not?
There you go.
Did I not quote that?
At church, they teach you that love is about sacrifice.
But did I not mention Jesus and in his teachings? Because being a Christian or following Christ is striving to be Christ-like. And Mudimu says, love thy neighbor. Yeah. Or maybe
Diamond takes a grenade, he'll jump in front of a train.
I'll jump in front of a train for ya.
Never. Nagana ke ipoma gore ka go rata.
Would you take a grenade and pull it?
For someone? Never. Over my dead body.
Imagine. So
Over
yeah, man.
my dead body.
Okay, skulma ngizithando or
Yeah, like people like
Yeah, for
intimate
someone you love, man. Why would you die
like
for someone
lerato
you
leo.
love?
so you wouldn't jump in front of a train or take a grenade or take a bullet for someone you love.
But gaze kanjani ukuthi bullet ilize wenzeni? Like
how are we getting to a point where it's on to keep
You must question. But they tell you in the Bible Jesus died for your sins.
That's a different
And you
one.
didn't ask.
Yeah.
I get it. There's you taking your life
Jesus
because of someone.
Yeah,
That's different.
that's different.
No,
What I'm asking now. What I'm-
ke e ya go like ya gore wa ipolaya cause wena o rata motho go feta wena. You understand? But for someone I love, absolutely I think I would
You'd
be willing
protect
to
them.
sacrifice myself.
Ah.
Like bana ba ka,
So
my
you
mother,
would
my
take a
family.
grenade.
Like when I know thinking
Oh,
about
guys,
it, not like this, not like a click of a finger. I'd probably have to like consider it. And
No,
think
pili
about
grenade yata in a time of 5 seconds.
Mina, I move, bruh. When they throw the grenade, I
What's
move.
the circumstance?
Like,
It's not
like
meant
that
for
time
me.
when we
What's
were
the
at that
circumstance?
other place and then there was papa and then you were like
Yeah, my life comes
you
first.
were like
My life comes first.
But yeah, man.
I'm born for you.
And then Onelisa came through saying,
wild.
good morning, Vooka team. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Vooka Nation. Happy Monday, guys. Hello, Nelisa. How's
Hello.
it going, man? How's it going? And then, of
Hello,
course,
pretty
we
lady.
read the one that she said, happy birthday to our celeb Hooper, wishing him many, many more. So be like all the others who have jumped onto our comment section.
Yeah.
Use that hashtag, come onto our YouTube comment section, and let you and I and the rest of the team keep on having a great energy exchange on a Monday morning. Yes, sir.
28 minutes till we hit the 10 o'clock, and of course we are going to be in conversation after the break with Sechaba Ramogase, proud African child who has lived his life by law of increase, which means he leaves people in spaces in a better and expanded state. He is an entrepreneur with a specialist focus on in-home water purification. And I know that is a conversation that you do not want to miss after this short break. So please don't change the dial and don't go anywhere.
Your soul is the ocean, and I can't touch the floor. So full of emotion, I can't keep anymore. Are we at a time where we be swallowed whole? Don't give up on us now. One of us will have to take a bow. Feeling you so close to me, we drive around. Everlasting love, so much to go around. You got me so high, I can't come down. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel you there where I once had you all alone. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell, I can't get out. My heart falls 5 below, and I'm still here, I'm freezing cold. But I will wait, I hold my breath till I turn blue. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I hope you know that I will never let you go. If all I do is dim your glow and fly on, baby, please just go. I can feel you there. I once had you know. In the back of my mind, I'm under your spell. I will never let you go. My heart falls 5 below. I'm still here. Please grow. And fly on, baby, please just go. Why'd you even call me up when I never wanna see ya? I'm just on my way back home, little drunk and alone, but I'd rather kick ya. Even though it's Friday night, and I got no plans Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything's better than you. Get you on the flip side, get you on the flip side. So goodbye. Funny how it works sometimes. Yeah, we kinda hit it off at first. Checking every bar in town, all the sleepless nights until things got worse. You're so manipulative, trying to convince me of the shit, but it didn't work on me. So, baby, let it be. You could try to sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Baby, let it be. Forget your lies, forget your ties. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget
30 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock. You're still with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. Giving you those morning vibes that you need to kickstart your week ahead. I hope that you guys are still with us, enjoying what the day brings. Yes, it's starting to show, it's starting to become sunny outside. And of course, man, it was rainy. And it's time to get rid of those raincoats. Latla raincoat untate unte nama or whatever.
What do you think?
But yeah, man.
And then you call yourself someone who has expert advice, guys.
Show me.
I will advise you. Nama, raincoat like you guys.
Throw away.
I'm gonna advise you. Please take my advice to head. Please don't listen to Meketi. Meketi will lead you astray, guys.
I have the best advices, man.
Meketi suffers from something we call MMS.
Neke advice about Socrates in my older days. For the knowledge that they have, the philosophies that they have. I understand. But with that being said, man, it's not about my philosophy today. From his solid grounding in genetics and economics at WITS to breaking new ground as entrepreneur in clean water solutions, Sechaba has proven that purpose and innovation can transform not just a business but entire communities. His work doesn't stop at water, it flows into health, hope and healing as he partners with DKMS Africa to fight blood cancer, a battle he knows personally as a survivor. He's here with us, joining us. Right, Mr. Chaba.
Hello.
Very good morning to you, and welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. How are you doing this morning?
No, I'm good. Good to be here.
Yes,
Nice
sir.
to meet all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you for coming. We appreciate this Chaba. We appreciate. We
Yeah.
appreciate,
I
man.
learned a new word today.
Peregrinate. There we go. That's what we do. That's what we aim for with these words. you know,
Yeah.
To improve our vocabularies, man, and our day-to-day speech patterns. So thank you for coming through, man. And already, Jay, I'm sure people are intrigued. You know, but by the gadgets we have right in front of us, right here. But we're gonna get into that a bit in a second. We're gonna go high, and we're going to jump into a very cool conversation, Chaba, about all things, social impact entrepreneurship, and of course, water purification. And that's what these gadgets are for, that you can see in front of us. So with that being said, Chaba, let's talk about who you are, where you come from, and how do you get to a point of being a social impact entrepreneur, especially with your background in academics, right?
Yeah.
Risk management and all of the things that you studied. How do you put all of those together?
So, born Pumlong, Soweto.
Yes, sir.
Parents moved to Diepkloof, then from Diepkloof on to Fourways side, and then went to school all my life, from grade 0 to matric.
Yes, sir.
Sacred Heart College, a very iconic institution.
Yeah, Sacred Heart,
Played
absolutely.
a key role in just innovation in education and transformation in that space. And then that leads me then to WITS. WITS, I always loved biology. It was my favorite subject at school.
Oh, wow.
The human body is just fascinating to me. So WITS, do a degree in genetics, finish that. And then I realized that because my personality is very extroverted, I want to be around people and interacting with people.
Yeah.
And the other thing at the time, because this was way back before, all the stuff we have now, the AI and the kind of computing power we have.
Sure.
Where a lot of it was very lab-based. So I didn't quite like that. loved it, but I needed to be in a space where I could interact with people. So then I figured I was young. I had the bandwidth. Let me do a degree in a BCom. So I thought that was going to teach me on how to run a business. And how to, make money. And then I was going to take that and fuse it with the genetics and work and manage a lab. But then once I got in there, the thing about BCom is that there's just jobs, right? When you've done the right type of degree. And then I just found myself in corporate now, no longer back in the lab space. And then that's how that happens. But then 7 years or so in, I just realized that I'm not cut out for hierarchies, for, bureaucracy, politics, office politics, all those kind of things. So I began to figure I need to get out of here. Right? Everybody else, that whole hi boss culture, it worked for them. Didn't necessarily work for me. And I like autonomy. I like being able to do the things the way I do them, how I conceptualize them. And then I think a very scary day for me was just having a chat with some of my colleagues, and many of them were just talking about how they are working now just to get to pension. And I mean, at the time, I was like 27. I'm no. I remember
Such a young age.
I remember one guy said to me, and now Shapile handbrake, he's going to camp here until that's all. And I just thought, no, man, I can't. And I also got tired of that thing we do, when December rolls around and then we go into January, then we all say, next year. I'm going to make it rain. And then the year ends.
Passes and
then you do that again.
It's the same thing,
I just got tired of that vibe, and I don't like complaining. So I realized that la uzochola 12 times, right? Because your salary comes in at the end of the month, which means I'm going to make money 12 times in a year. But I'm alive 365 days. That's not enough, right? I need to be making money as and when I want and consistently. So that's what then got me going in terms of entrepreneurship.
Powerful, man.
So I take that into my hands, and I don't like this thing with I should be getting paid more. If you think you should be getting paid more, go create it in the marketplace.
Create it yourself, right? And I'm glad that you just summarized everything about yourself, right? And we got to understand how you where you are right now.
Sure.
But now we see that you live your life by the law of increase, which means you leave people and spaces in a better and expanded state.
Sure.
Why that?
So a big part of my entrepreneurship journey has been reading. And I came across that concept in a book. Can't remember exactly which one, but the whole idea is just that. If you're going to interact with people, you're going to go to places, leave them in a better state, right? And you can't do something to someone else without doing it to yourself first. So if you have a slech, that slechness, it affects you first. But if you've got good intentions, that affects you first as well. So that's where that law of increase comes in. And even in my transactions, right, I've got to leave my clients bare minimum in a better state, right? So this is the whole point with these, is that I've got to take you from where you were struggling with the quality of the water, buying water, boiling it before you drink, to an expanded state where now you've got back more time, peace of mind. And even in our day-to-day interactions as family members, as friends, right? If you're going to be around people, expand them one way or the other. And that can happen in a lot of ways. That can happen because you put someone on. You might be doing something, I could tell TC, and now you guys are doing something. That's expansion, right? You might be struggling with a particular concept. Maybe I've got a book that I read. I give you that book. It expands you, right? All those kinds of things. So that's the principle.
I love that.
We're here for a short time, so
absolutely.
If it's short, then we're gonna make it count.
And it's not guaranteed.
I don't want to be one of those people who, when I leave a place, you leave people feeling like, what a jerk. I wish I'd never met that person. That's not the energy I want to flow with. You know what I mean?
I love that. It's as if you were listening to one of the conversations we had, I think last week, if not about 2 weeks ago. And I made an analogy and an example of this priest who came years ago. Was a visiting priest at our church, right here in Dobsonville, and he made this example of salt. Right. There's salt that we use on a day-to-day basis. It is spice and season and then there's grof salt.
Right.
And he's like, look, man, when you approach a group of people or when you get to a space, what kind of salt are you?
Right.
Are you the salt ere batlane? And we want
Sure.
to make use of it.
Sure.
Or snacks. We cleanse. What do you want to
Sure.
learn? So that sparks that for me when you mentioned like
Right.
expanding people and growing people and growing the spaces that you're in. And when you leave, it's like, oh man, it's Chaba, man.
Yeah.
Man, that guy, man. Yeah.
Bare minimum, let just people say that you're a cool,
Yeah.
respectful person.
Yeah.
Don't leave people angry, confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't spread things that don't need to be spread.
Yeah.
Spread things that should be, right?
Positivity, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So now let's get to it because we have a device right here in front of us. And a lot of people have heard of the word water purification. But
Sure.
like, what is that? You
Right.
know, just by, getting deep into it, when you started, by going into the space of water purification, like, can you explain like the core technology, and the approach behind your water purification work?
Sure. So a lot of people would understand purification at a bulk purification level. So what the city does, where they take water, hit it with chlorine and a whole lot of other processes to get it to the point where you can drink it.
Yeah.
The term they use for that is potable.
Okay.
So potable, Potable.
Yeah.
Just means that the water's been treated, it's relatively safe, and you can drink it.
Yeah.
So what we then do is that to get the water there's a lot of things they put in. One of them being chlorine, and chlorine is good because it kills things like cholera and typhoid at a bulk level.
Yeah.
When you've got that volume of water, to get it safe, you're going to have to hit it with that. But now, when chlorine gets into the water system, it's not good for our bodies, and it reacts with whatever organic matter's there. So if there's a piece of leaf, debris, or rust, and it creates a secondary type of compound called disinfection byproducts. Now, all these things, I don't want to get technical, are not good for our bodies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you would have seen 2 years ago, there was a point where they were putting glyphosate, which is a very toxic chemical, into the Vaal River, and then WaterCan, which is like an industry watchdog, said stop that because it's not.
Yeah.
So what we do is we basically pick up the pattern from where the city did its thing,
Okay.
and we give you one of these devices. These devices go into your kitchen. We plumb it into the cold water supply. And then what it does is it comes through there. In there, you've got a UV lamp, you've got carbon, you've got membranes. And what all those things do, in summary, is they take out all the harmful chemicals, whether it's the glyphosate or it's lead. Lead is not good for kids, not good for us, it's not good for the brain.
Yeah.
Takes all those chemical-based contaminants out. And then there's a UV lamp as the last layer, which then kills whatever viruses and bacteria might have gotten through the carbon.
Yeah.
So all of this is important because water's dynamic. The water, when it leaves the plant, might have been 100%, but remember, the plant is a number of kilometers away from your home.
Yeah.
It's got to move through all that
Travels,
piping.
yeah.
Parts of the distribution system are very, very old. We're an old city, right? So there's parts of it that are old, there's parts that are new. I'm sure you'd have seen when pipes burst, they just come and they repair that. Whatever gets in there.
Inside, yeah.
Within the
And
flow.
then
Yeah.
even in your home, your own pipes, right? In your home. Homes are old. And the analogy I like to give people is the pipes that bring the water to your kitchen,
faucet,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
To your faucet.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had a glass and for 5 years I kept giving you the water in that glass. I didn't clean it. All I told you was that, no, it doesn't need to be cleaned because it's got water that's coming through. Would you drink from there?
No.
You wouldn't. Now remember, you've got pipes, you've got all these things. So we are that last line where the water that's going to enter your precious body goes through this to make sure it's safe. Boiling is good,
Yeah.
but boiling will only kill bacteria. It's not going to take out the chemicals I mentioned.
Yeah.
In fact, it's going to concentrate them and it's going to put it into your pap, into your rice,
Yeah.
into your tea or coffee.
The food that we
Right.
Oh, it's crazy.
So everybody is very health conscious. Like most people are very specific about what they eat, but they'll drink pretty much any water. So water tends to be a big blind spot for
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And even those who do buy, they'll buy it to drink.
The one is on go pompong. Yeah.
And like I said, you're not going to get rid of that by purely boiling. So our whole thing is that once you've got this in your home, you use
Yeah.
it for cooking, drinking,
Yeah.
anything that's going into your body. Right?
Yeah.
This thing is precious, guys. You got to take care of
That's
it. Right?
crazy.
So you use it for washing of your veggies, your fruit, your cooking, your hot and cold beverages, and then of course drinking. So that's the value.
That's crazy, man.
It is, man. It is because right now in South Africa, we do have a water crisis. You know, because in Coronationville, 2 weeks back, they were complaining that they, haven't had water in months, and in Hammanskraal, they complained that their water was also contaminated. So, in your opinion, do you think South Africa is where it needs to be in terms of the infrastructure it needs when it comes to water?
So look, the infrastructure is there, but a couple of years back and on an ongoing basis, they've made the point, the authorities, that there obviously has to be upgrades and maintenance that needs to be done, and that needs billions. So you know that when you are at that level, you're all competing for those billions.
Those tenders,
whether there's education needs, there's infrastructure needs. So it's not easy to just get 7 billion to go over and improve infrastructure. So we have let's call it the foundation, right? And I want to make this point as well. There's not a South African problem, because these, by the way, come from the US. So first world countries understood the fact that because water is so dynamic, there needs to be that last layer of protection. So this is a global problem, right? If you go and look, just go online, whether it's SA, parts of the world, you'll find there's times when there's people having outbreaks of various bacterial things as well as chemicals. So it's a global issue. And because it's so complex, there's no way that you're just going to fix it by throwing billions at it, because like I said, even if they were to get it right in terms of our plants and our sewage treatment and all of that, what's going on in your home, what's going on in your pipes? So it's just about that partnership, Kuti. They do what they've got to do at that level, and there's only so much they can do at that level. And then if you've got the means to, then you just take that necessary little extra step to make sure you're safe. So
it's very interesting finding some of these things out, and some of the examples that you use, sheesh, man, it goes. And I think we know, but we're not cognizant about the levels or the stages that the water that we get from our taps go through. But I know, a year or two ago, we were cautioned, guys, start trying maybe to boil your water, like you mentioned, but also try to shy away from drinking directly from the tap. And people started becoming more conscious about bottled water. Now, I'm one of those people. My brother and I, he's been doing it for quite some time. I think during COVID season, the lockdown, he would buy bottled water in bulk, and we'd always have it now at home. But when you talk about purification now, it's like more mentioned. It's a more complex, I think, conversation for a lot of people, because people are aware of the term but don't necessarily know what it entails when we talk about purifying water. So what do you think makes you stand out or you different from conventional ways of water purification, the steps that we go through? I mean, for instance, there's a company that we were in conversation with earlier this year at the Rancho. Aquazone Global, I think. What they do is they purify water for body purposes, not necessarily for consumption, but for healing purposes. Water purification as a healing method. And then back in June for the Protea Glenmore youth business launchpad, we were in conversation with another guy who sells bottled water, Melo Africa, and their level of purification is at level 10. And then there was another lady we also spoke to about purification, and she also sells bottled water. So there's quite a lot of people who are big space, who are starting to get it or jump into that space, and venture into it. But what do you think makes you stand out from other conventional ways of purification?
So this device that you see in front of you has got couple tech. Couple technology. So you can find cheaper units, but what typically happens then is they'll give you just UV, or they'll just give you carbon, or they'll give you membranes. Now, each of those things does and removes different things. So UV is for viruses, bacteria. Carbon and all that is for chemical contaminants. Now, most people, if you don't know this, you think they're all comparable, right? So I'm always telling people that
interchangeable as well.
You got to educate yourself, because there's websites you can go onto. There's the NSF International, which is the National Sanitization Foundation. They deal with any sort of consumer product that's going to go into the market that people are going to be using for water and all of that. There's the WQA, which is the Water Quality Association. And these guys have resources so that you can understand that when you're using this type of tech, this is what you're removing. And it's important to know that, because you don't want to be there thinking your water's fine because you've got a UV lamp. Meanwhile, the issue we've got is chemical based. So what makes this different is that it pairs all that technology, right? And the other thing that makes this very special is the fact that it's got a computer on the top here. So you see these blue lights that are flashing. So it monitors real time what's happening with your cartridges. So we've got clients all around. There's clients in Joburg, we've got clients in Bares, and that particular smart monitoring tells you real time if there's something that's wrong. So it's not, hey, we'll see you in a year's time. You know real time, hey, this water, there's something that's going on. So I think that's pretty unique. The other thing is that a lot of people, when you say water purification, like you said, they automatically come to me and say, why don't you sell bottled water? Now, for me, I don't want to play in that space, because once you do that, you're competing against the big boys such as Coke, right? And those guys have got the infrastructure, the facilities to do so many things. They can do 1,000 units tomorrow. You know what? I don't want to be in a price battle there. The other issue for me, plastic, right? Plastic in and of itself has its own issues. There's microplastics that get into our body and cause things that are not good. This removes that. The other thing is that plastic doesn't respond well to heat. So, okay, you're going to bottle that water. And look, more power to everybody, because there's enough space for all of us to participate, right? It's not an either or, it's whatever you prefer. But I'm talking for me personally. It's going to be bottled, it's going to move the whole day as it gets to your house. This is South Africa, guys. December comes around and that hits Boma. We hit temperatures of 30, 40 degrees. Now imagine that plastic is being hit with all of that. The other thing about plastic is that we all know it covered the environment, right? So personally, I'm of the view that when you look at all of us, we're always striving to have as much control in our lives, right? This is why you buy your own laptop. Remember back in the day, before you had your own laptop, you had to go to the internet, wherever, and then you'd have to go there and get it scanned and all those things, right? But what did we all want? We wanted it in our space. Because when it's in my space, I can control it. I know how much I've got left in terms of my printing machine. I know what the life of my battery is, right? That's what this does. There's no middleman. There's no middleman controlling it for you. So, for example, when you're buying at a store, those places where they have, those hoses where you can go and refill, most people don't even know what technology they're using, right? They don't even know what the service intervals are. I always advocate for him. When you go to a toilet in a mall or somewhere, there's always a little sheet there that shows that Chabatli in this thing an hour ago. And then it hasn't been cleaned in an hour. You know that, right? Now that all these technologies need to be serviced. Now you as a consumer, when you walk in there, you don't know. There's nothing there that tells you when it was. All of those things, even if it is, and most people don't even know what they're looking at. So for me, I just like the idea that this is yours.
You're in control of it.
You're in control. You'll know when it's time to service it. And people are busy. So I could put it in your house and a year passes and then we're arguing now. No, it wasn't last year. I mean, you've had those chats with people, right? Where you can hardly remember, was it last year or 2 years ago? And it could be longer. But with this, it tells you that, listen, and it shows you that you've got a month, you've got 2 months, you've got how much time left. And then it tells you it's time to replace. As you are busy there with your family and your kids, the minds are all over the place. This helps with that.
You get
So it's unique in that sense, in that it's convenient, gives you control. And then what makes it more unique is me personally and my team. Right? Everybody can give you a particular product, but ultimately people buy they buy after sale service, and that's a big thing we focus on. Because the thing that has always pissed me off is you pay somebody and then a week later and someone says, what did you do? No, when I left it was fine. I don't know, let me come pick it up and we'll see in 3 weeks, I've got to send it Kai to go get it tested. And now you're thinking, but I gave you a considerable amount of money. Now you're telling me about 2-3 weeks, where are we,
It's inconvenience for me.
So for me, and particularly for Una as Africans, it's important because for the longest time, people have always just given us the worst customer service.
True.
I hear it even sometimes when some of my clients call. You can hear that they're worried, Is this guy
They're
gonna be
skeptical.
next to me? And they'll be like, no, there's this thing, and I'll say, or my team will say, no problem, we're gonna come and check it out.
Yeah.
That we never do a, what did you do? You know that question, it pisses you off, like, who Zen? What do you mean Zen? I've been pouring water, now you're asking me Zen. No, in Spanish, the way you said. So that is a very unique feature for us, is that after sales support is there. Because when we started this, now I'm the kind of person, when I start. There's people who meet me today. I started this back in 2010, 2013.
Really?
Yeah, then, they'll ask me, are you still doing that? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Because that consistency is key. There's nothing worse than phoning someone and you're like, hey, Joe, are you still doing that thing? No, I'm saying collab. Sengenegu this, I'm there. So
support.
For me, I started
crazy, man.
and I run it. And I run that process all the way through. And it's things I've learned even when I was growing up, because or whatever. Those times things got tough and your brain says quit.
Yeah.
But then I also realized, good die quit. If you quit, then you're going to be forever quitting.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So that is, we are there,
crazy.
we're available.
Yeah.
And we're going to take care of you. Right?
Yeah, it's
We don't even call our clients. We call them dignitaries because you're that important.
Yeah.
You deserve that, man.
I'm glad, man, like people like you are here in our communities, serving us all of the knowledge and the education that we need.
Sure.
And as you mentioned, that the device, of course, man, removes some of the inorganic compounds. Right now, I'm going to let my intrusive thoughts win, because public opinion have said it, and the Department of Water and Sanitation have declared that our water contains of ARVs.
I was about to ask.
So can the device remove those ARVs?
So this thing is certified to remove 160 different contaminants. A big part of that is what they call, what you're talking to, emerging contaminants, which is pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I didn't know this, that you're not supposed to take your medication and flush it. In an ideal scenario, you're supposed to take it back to bootlicks, to the pharmaceuticals. You're supposed to take it back to them. You're not supposed to be flushing it down the system.
Disposing.
Like when you use of pills, you're not
supposed to be to flush them down or just flush it off.
Okay.
Remember, the thing about water, we don't manufacture water. Water is a closed system.
Sure.
So it's forever in circulation.
Yes.
So the water that we're drinking here has probably gone through each of us like at least 50 times in our lifetime, right? So if we're throwing ARVs and throwing all these other things, contraception into toilets, down the things, those things find their way into the water system. In the water system, and look, the water purification process at bulk level was never meant for that. Remember, it's an evolving thing. When they started purifying water in 1950, there was none of these things, right? Oh, look, they probably started purifying way before. They weren't worried about that. So when they built it, they were looking at bacteria, so this and
Things
that.
that
Now
concerned them at the time,
you see,
during that era.
right?
I see.
So now we've got ARVs, pharmaceuticals, we've got pesticides from farms, right? You've got the stuff that mines do. This is
Chemicals
Johannesburg.
from factories.
This used to be a mining reef. So you guys have heard of acid mine drainage, where all that. So this water is dynamic, man. It is. And for me, look, we all know people who are very pedantic with their food. The example I always give is that there was a time when people didn't care what pesticides you used, until people found out pesticides that they make you sick.
Yeah.
Then people said, no more of that, right? So most people will argue with you. I only buy my fruit from here, meat from here, right? Even when it comes to alcohol, people in front of a guy will sit you down and give you the whole spiel on where this whiskey was made. It's made by fairies, and the fairies purify it using what. But then everybody's just like,
It's crazy that you make an example about alcohol. There was a guy we had here a couple of months ago, just when we had started with the show. Doug, was it Doug?
Yeah, Doug Cresswell.
Doug Cresswell, yeah. We said he's a wine connoisseur. He's like, hey guys, I'm not a connoisseur, but I'm well versed.
Sure.
I think well enough to be in conversation and have a back and forth, about wine. And now it's testament to what you're saying. But people will talk about various things.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know, man, it comes from the faucet, man. It's clean, it's sharp.
And the space isn't regulated. And this is one of the issues the South African National Bottled Water Agency has, is good. The big players are held to crazy regulations. Right? They can't just bottle. They must have sanitized rooms, and this and this and this, and then there comes Chava, and you can literally buy a plastic bottle, fill it with water, put a label on it, seal it in such a way that it looks like it's brand new. This is why wherever you
We
go,
experienced that.
wherever you go, you go to a restaurant, they've got water. Funeral parlor, they've got water.
But it's like I've always asked myself.
And all of it tastes different, right? Now, there are some people who actually are doing the right things, because there's no one checking. And this is what the Bottled Water Association is saying has got to stop, because everybody must be held to the same standard. And sorry, man, your question, I just want to say, yes, it does remove your pesticides as well as pharmaceuticals. So it does. And I don't know if I...
Yes, absolutely.
That was the question, man.
Before we get to the demonstration, because we're running out of time, right? Before we get to what we have in front of us, let's talk about sustainability and scalability as well.
Sure.
Right? How do you guys ensure a high functioning level and remain on that level and that standard of as well of scalability and sustainability?
So what I realized is that scale comes from demand.
Okay.
All of us entrepreneurs, we always think, shucks, 1 billion people, I just need 1% of 1 billion. That's it doesn't work like that. Sure. You start with the first customer, the second customer, the third, and you build that steadily. Because obviously when people listen to me, the filters come up because it's my product. So obviously they're going to say this guy would, but when you're not there, when people are sitting at Bryce or sitting in their kitchen and they're telling their friends, what do you see?
That's the most
scalable thing. So for us, my philosophy around scalability is build the customer base, right? Build the demand. You want to be in a position where you own a space in people's brain. Like they must go, hey, now this guy is the water man. Because the problem is this people's brain zippies. He's got kids, he's got side chick, he's got hoopies in here, right? So scalability comes from that. And then once you've got that customer base, take care of them and be consistent. You wanna have scale, you gotta be consistent. And then of course technology. I mean, when we started, we didn't have video. We would have to come to your house and do the demo and speak to you, and then you are busy and whatever, the dog is barking. Then you're like, now Tom, can you come back another time? We've lost that whole opportunity. Now with all this technology that we've got, I record a video, I get testimonials. While you're at work, I send that to you. Most people in meetings are on their phones. Guy can quickly look at that. A lady can quickly look at that and say, okay, this makes sense. They can see that, okay, it's not a fly-by-night operation. There's a number of these videos that are sitting there. Person makes that decision. So using technology as well has helped big time. Even with clients, just simply say, this thing, whatever, if you've got a kitchen, it's going in. Send me a picture of your kitchen, and then we'll be able to take it from there. And that's just made everything much faster, way more efficient.
So,
yeah,
man. I don't know if it's possible to kind of like dissect and see some of the things that are inside, and just take us through.
So this is the artistic impression.
Okay.
Anybody who's artistically inclined and likes things that look different, you can get that one. So this is just the shell, but you've got.
Mr. B, talk to me as
So just a quick one with regards to the water that goes into this filtration. Because I'm thinking of target market now. Is this for households that have a faucet running through the house? Because if I want to get this for people in Makaya, where they have to fetch the water maybe at a central tank or who is this for?
So you're right, this is residential. So wherever you've got a kitchen where there's plumbing, that's essential. So it's primarily for there. So in Makaya, it would probably have to be shared. You could probably install one and people would share it, because one of these is calibrated to do 5,000 liters. So 5,000 liters is 10,000 of those 500 milliliter bottles. You wouldn't say looking at it. But that's the beauty of the technology.
It's crazy.
You remember back in the day, speaker used to be in Denga. If people said when they sound, the speaker was this big. Now you come with the speakers in and you get it's the same philosophy here. So it does
10,000 or 500 milliliters.
Wow,
that's
crazy.
Unless the water is bad, because remember that computer will pick it up. But 10,000, 5,000 liters, and the first and the last liter are certified to be of the same quality. So it's for where there's plumbing, where there's a kitchen, where that's possible. Then cool. Emakayan, I'd maybe suggest shared, or you run that model there that they do where they do like Pick and Pay and all that, where you'd have a place for people to come and refill. So I want maybe one person to make that investment, and then I want to could come and it'd be like a water bar for them, and they'd all come and
nice.
refill.
Nice. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. What are we looking at?
So this is the thing where the magic happens. This
Sure.
is the e-spring. This is where the purification happens. You
Sure.
saw when I took the lid off, it started to beep.
Yeah.
So there's magnets here. This is so that if you've got little kids, this thing is beautiful, right? So they might fidget with this, and this would help you know that that's been tampered with.
Okay.
As I lifted it, you've got it's gonna beep. So I just wanna.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not an explosive.
Yeah, let me just do that for now. So this is that electronic module that I was telling you about. This is where all that tech sits in terms of monitoring the health of the cartridge. Underneath here, you've then got the cartridge, which sits in the center. So I'm not going to open it now because
No worries,
it's going to
absolutely.
spill water and your
Sure.
equipment looks expensive. So I'm not leaving here with the invoice.
Okay. So where do you pour? Where do you?
So you see there's pipes here at the back. I don't know if
Okay.
your camera can pick that
Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
So there's a pipe that comes in,
Okay.
which will then feed the e-spring. The water goes through there. In there is where that cartridge, which has got the carbon, the UV, comes out. Then out the other side here, that's where the clean water would come.
Yeah.
And
on
then
the other pipe.
Yeah. So this
I
one
see.
feeds, this one brings out the clean water.
Ah.
And then I'm going to put this back.
Sure.
Right now. You see, it's reflecting that the number of bars that it's got,
Yeah.
right now. Carry in hospital.
Yeah.
And someone's dying.
Spring.
I saw a TikTok with someone pretending to be in hospital. Did you see that? So you see here, this tells you that it's got full bars.
Okay.
So
So is this like a charging thing?
no, this is just the computer giving you a sense of how many bars are here.
Okay.
So right now it's full. Over time it'll come down
Okay.
as you're using it. And then if there's any problem, let's say there's contamination,
Yeah.
there's a little phone that will come up and flash. And that just means call Chaba and these guys.
Okay.
They'll come and they'll clean the lenses sharp.
Yeah.
When it's time to replace, there's a little icon here that will come up and say replace cartridge.
So or the cartridge?
Yeah, it'll tell you. So this whole display does that for you.
Sure. But like when you say that these bars, over time they go down. I get sorry.
Yeah.
These ones.
Yeah.
Go down how?
So yabona manje Z4.
Yes.
So after about maybe a month or two, it'll be 3 bars.
Okay.
And then further down the line, it'll be 2 bars. And then like towards a year, it's going to get to the point where you've got 1 bar.
Yeah.
Then that bar will start to flash. It'll start to flash. And when you turn your tap, because it comes with its own tap,
Sure.
it'll make a sound, beep. And then with time, that beep will get louder and then this whole thing will go red.
Yo,
Yeah.
then it's
So what does it mean?
just stops working.
It's time.
It's
Then
due for
it's
maintenance.
call Chava and the guys, let them come and sort you out,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So it's not like a charging thing. Ukuthi mangifaka this
Yeah,
This
so
thing.
this stays on because of the UV lamp. So when the
Okay.
UV lamp goes on, then it's instant on and it's energy efficient.
Okay.
So that's what that is, and it's also monitoring the time and the usage. So it's not charging; it's just running.
powering it
Yeah.
up.
It's powering it
essentially. I see. Very, very interesting. very
I mean,
fascinating.
we even getting a sense that it does not make a lot of noise.
No.
Because some devices at home, things like that.
It makes a noise when you need to call somebody to come and sort you out, but they're very durable. I mean, this particular one, this is the first one. I bought this in 2010.
It's crazy.
And it's run every year since, and all I have to do is the annual service.
Yeah.
Which is replacement of the cartridge. When they build these things, man, it's modular. That's why it's got the certification and the claim that it's got, because it's that good.
Yeah.
So this is why I also chose it, because I want a business where I can give someone a quality product and they don't have to be stressed and they're not stressing me. What's the point of me having to come back to you 5 times?
Yeah.
I want to be able to put this in your house. Ends and
that's it.
and we see each other a year from now. There was a point when I was away for the year, and my business was able to run because of the sheer quality of these.
Sheesh, that's crazy.
And outside of that, it's very easy to take care of. So my team was there, because remember, after sales, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than you have to you have to and imagine now, let's say it's a married couple, right? Someone paid all that money and then they're like, I want to So for me,
you have to answer to the husband.
it's about the quality
Yeah.
and then the support. The support I get from my suppliers is amazing. Like if there's a problem with this today and I came to your house, I can take it there. They'll look at it and they'll say, no, look, here's a new thing, go back. Because they understand that you can't say to someone, no, you have to wait 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, Kanchan, there's a cholera outbreak. I need help now. So it's just about that. And R&D is expensive, guys.
Yes.
In a perfect world, I would have made my own on one of these, but that would have taken me 50 years. By the time it went to market, maybe not 50, but it would have taken a long time. I'd be gray, I'd be old, my energy would be gone. I'd be out of my house. So I chose a product that is high quality, is gonna work. And what I like about it is that it just gives you that touch point with people.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends and family have these, and I'm talking about people who I wouldn't have seen otherwise. But now this forces that once a year, I call you and I'm like, hey, and then when we're done, it takes 30 minutes to service, we have a cup of coffee, we connect. My brothers and my people get jealous sometimes with how in that guy. I'm like, no, I'm at his house. We're doing this and this, and it's one of the most beautiful things about having this type of the business that I've just gotten in touch with so many people.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Let's talk about, before we let you go, right?
Sure.
And I want to get to the price range, but before we get to that,
sure.
Like I mentioned, Aquazone Global mentioned they use it for health reasons.
Right.
So what they do, it's like a filtration thing and it's steam. It's more or less a steam thing, but you can also get into a shower making use of their product. You can get into a bath and it bubbles up and stuff like
I've
that.
seen them, those are pretty cool.
It's crazy. Manele and I did a demonstration. You can actually feel the difference on your skin, man. That's crazy. But Umelo Africa was talking about pH levels. Right? And let's get to that now very quickly. Because I can consume the water, right? There's a receiving and an output pipe that goes into this. And you said you guys have your own tap, right?
Yeah, so it comes with a tap, and then also has one which can connect directly to your faucet.
I see.
So layer tap, you need the plumber. Then the man will tell me that I'm about to move or I'm renting. We're like, no problem. We'll just connect it onto the top via this. Thank you.
Oh, I see.
What a team. So we'll just sit there. But I think post this, people can just jump on my YouTube.
Absolutely.
And they can see all of these things.
Absolutely, the demonstration. So when we talk about pH level, the guy from Melo was like, pH 10 is more or less what people who are in the water space strive for.
Right.
So does this also give you the level of purification that the water...
So I just want to touch on that very quickly.
Sure.
So the whole thing with pH is that there's the school of thought that says the more alkaline you are, the healthier you are.
Yes.
And then you've seen there's people who do the alkaline water, and then there's people who advocate for an alkaline diet. So what we're looking at there is the benefits of having a body that's not acidic.
Yeah.
So what we're talking about here is water that's not going to give you a runny stomach. So I always have to make that distinction for people because, like you guys said, Guti, there's so much that's in the space. So you've got pH, which is one thing. Then you've got more temperature. So some people at their workplace, they've got that big bottle and the water comes out cold. They ask me, does this thing cool water? And I'm like, no, that's a different thing there. So this will keep the water at the pH of around about that, about 7 to 10. But that's not the thing I focus on.
I see.
What I'm about is, if you call me and say the water, apparently in my area, I'm not supposed to drink the tap water.
Tap water, yeah.
When I say switch on your camera, I say, here I am, I'm at my house, I'm gonna have a glass of this water, call me in 2 days, and I'll still be here. So I'm about making sure your water's safe. I wanna, there's always different players in the space. There's people who focus on pH, which is great. There's people who focus on other health benefits that they'll focus on. But here we're just talking about no bacteria, no viruses, no ARVs, as we put it, no pesticides, clean water that you can cook with. So that's the area of focus.
I see.
And now let's talk about the testimonies and the feedback that you've had from people.
Sure.
What are some of the testimonies and feedback that you have had from people?
So the standard one is, this makes it hard to drink water outside of your home because it tastes that good and you just get so used to that water. So a lot of my clients will say, as a result of having this, like even me, if I'm at the gym, I don't drink from the fountain because it tastes weird to me. I will only buy bottled water as and when I'm traveling, and even then I'll buy specific brands. So I'll buy Bonaqua, I'll buy that because I know the technology that they use, it's listed on the bottle. I don't buy bottled water, for example, that says bottled at source, because that just means they took it from wherever. But if I get Podlilin, I don't know what's going on at that source. I want to know that you purified it. And so the testimony I get is I don't have to buy water anymore. That was costing me an arm and a leg. Petroleum used to be full with water. My budget, the inconvenience. Big thing is just this water now. My kids and I, we are out here. We can't just drink water, any water. So big testimonies around the quality of the water, the convenience, and people can jump onto my YouTube. I've got a whole little testimonials playlist because better hear it from people because of course
I love that.
So, but it's mainly that it tastes so good. It's hard to drink water anywhere else. Saved a lot of time, a lot of money, and just loving this water.
It's crazy. Like you mentioned it, there's a video 2 weeks ago on a Friday. We were out at Little Soweto Backpackers.
Sure.
And we did the bike tour.
Sure.
So I mean, of course, it's Katele Yashisa. We've been paddling for a while, right? So Ubanele goes and buys water. And this brand, I won't mention the brand, but it's one of my favorite brands.
Sure.
This is the brand that I really consume, right? Mostly. And I can attest to the taste difference because I've tasted the differences. Some water
my pools and now you can feel it was lie. And you find yourself thinking, what?
So the guy who's guiding us along the tour, Usi, is like I'm like, man. So it's that thing of saying of people bottling tap water and branding it and putting it out there, and then how we are, because are conscious and we're not cognizant. We just
it's in a bottle, it's in the fridge, it's bottled water.
It's bottled water.
And I mean, I'll just mention this on taste. Water is influenced by the minerals in it. So the amount of calcium and the amount of magnesium and other minerals is what gives that water a taste.
Yeah.
So even this is why from province to province, water doesn't taste the same, right? Man. Neighborhood to neighborhood, borehole water.
Yeah.
People who want to get boreholes, I want them to know that if you're used to city water, that first few months of your borehole, this will count because it's a different taste profile. And then the mineral composition changes as well, depending on how much rain we've gotten. So taste is influenced by that. And that's why some brands taste a certain way, others taste differently. It comes down to where they're sourcing that water. But again, like you said, people don't know what they don't know. But I think that will change with time as people become, more aware. People will start asking these types of questions. What technology are you using? Where did you get this water? People don't even know, for example, the distinction between prepared and spring water. Prepared water is the term for any water, public or private, that's gone through some sort of purification. And that's pretty much what we've got on the marketplace. Most of it is that, if you're lucky. Others, like you said, it's people just bottling whatever they want.
I get example. I'm not saying, guys, please don't come for me. I'm not saying anything about the brand, but I'm just saying.
No, but you find maybe they are purifying. Always just read the labels. On the label of a bottled water brand, what you want to see is a mention of purified, filtered, UV, ozone, reverse osmosis, something. Right? You want to look for that. You want to, if possible, the South African National Bottled Water Associations, one of those kind of things. That's the main thing I always stress for people to look at. If you ever see me, when I'm looking at a bottle, that's what I'm looking to see.
Reading those
Has this been purified? Because
I see.
Purification is there to protect me.
Yeah, definitely.
If it hasn't been purified, then if something happens, the supplier's going to say, we tested it. We tested that water 3 weeks ago. But the problem is now.
Yeah, man.
This is why then the big players invest in the purification technology at their plant, because it just blocks all of that. I mean, let's use an example. Let's say the three of us run a water company and we're using a borehole or well. We fall out. You guys don't pay me my pit and I'm pissed off. On the last day when I leave, I put something in that well. Now, if you guys don't have a purification system before it goes to market,
it's contaminated.
It's coming out. Next week, people are going to say, oh, hey, this water. And the answer you're going to give is, well, we tested it whenever. And they're going to say, you tested it, Lini? So purification makes sure that it's safe. So when you buy water, just look for that it's gone through
some sort of process of purification.
That's me personally.
Do you think ignorance is bliss maybe plays a role? Could play a role in this?
Look, ignorance is
what people don't know won't kill them.
Ignorance is always blissful till you know. You mentioned earlier, Ndaba Yoguti, I have blood cancer and I'm still undergoing that treatment. with chemo, it's immunosuppressive, right? So one of the things when I was being discharged from my first stem cell transplant was you've got to be careful with what you put into your body because you can very easily pick up an infection.
Yeah.
And they were like, please make sure the water you drink. And I said, say less, I'm covered. And they're like, what do you mean you're covered? And the doctor of mine now has got one of these systems in their home.
Oh, wow.
Right? That's, so ignorance is blissful till you know, till something happens. And then even now, so pain will take away
Will
because
require you to
you'll be fine. And then
inform yourself.
One day with your doctor, and he says, no, this particular type of stomach bug you have is a type of bacteria from wherever.
Yeah.
So ignorance is bliss till it's not till it's painful. Yeah.
Then you have to equip yourself with the necessary knowledge. Very cool stuff. Very interesting, Mr.
Lastly, what's next for you? Are there any upcoming projects, expansion we should be watching out for?
So one of the things is to work with, say, these big corporates, say a mine, where they work in a community, and they know, their operations might be affecting the quality of the water. Setting up those water bars that I spoke about, because you find that in a community like that, people generally wouldn't have the means to be buying water and all of that. So setting up the branded, water bars where people could go on behalf of that particular mine, as an example, buy it, make sure that the refill stations are sanitized and all of that, just to help the community there with, getting access to clean water. So that's something I want to be doing.
Yeah.
And then just more of these going into developments.
Okay.
So that when you buy your property, the same way when you buy your house, and it comes with an oven. You're not sitting there trying to spec an oven or a stove. That when someone puts that money out in as part of the house, and they're just paying that one number, standard thing. Working with developers to make this part of a value-added service. Because imagine if you still, with the example I gave of ovens, imagine if you bought a house and you had to find your oven, your stove, your this, your that. It's a headache for people. So making that part of the offering. So those are the things. And then
inclusive.
and a lot more work around the whole stem cell donation thing, because we are heavily affected as a community by cancer and by blood cancer. And we don't talk about it and we don't know about it. So if you watch my more recent videos, I'll always bring in segments about people getting registered. So a lot more work around that. And then also looking to start talking actually about that particular aspect of my life, being the blood cancer, doing a lot more talks about that. So that's
interesting stuff, man.
If people want to get hold of you, they want the device and they want to learn about more, about the device.
The work that you do. No, they can go on my YouTube, but also they can drop me a WhatsApp, but they must be serious. Don't WhatsApp me.
Yes, about
breakfast show, man.
No, they can drop me a text on my number, which is 076-577-3302. People say, how can you give out your number? I mean, you're in business. I'm not trying to be a secret. I'm here to be in business. So they can drop me a text and we can take it from there. Alternatively, they can go onto my Facebook or my YouTube or TikTok. I'm also on TikTok, but I'm very rarely checking those things. I use them for a purpose and I'm off, so I might miss your comms. So just drop a WhatsApp. And 076-577-3302. If you're flying, I'll block you.
And then your handle on the socials? Okay.
I don't know. Like, what is the handle? Is it for Twitter? Is it for everything?
For everything.
I think so. On Facebook, I know I'm Search RMG.
Okay.
And then on YouTube, it's Chava Ramkhase.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. No, cool stuff. A couple of comments coming through. Just at the end.
Hector came through right there, man.
Hector saying we learn every day.
For sure.
Very proper stuff. And then
I learn in this space as well.
I mean, peregrinate. You walked away with one word.
I mean, even that thing you're talking about pH. In the beginning, no one was concerned about pH.
Absolutely.
And pH has come, and it's a big thing. Being alkaline is good. So we learn all the time. If you're not learning, then
thanks to you, we are purified today.
Sure.
We're purified.
I will pregnate.
Meander. And then Stephen McKeown, I hope I'm pronouncing your surname correctly. He says Dum Dum or Tam Tam. I don't know if you know Stephen. Stephen, please explain what you are talking about. Right here. right here. It's coming through. So, Stephen, please talk to us. What are you talking about? Because we're a bit lost.
Or maybe it's the sound.
That kept on made when we. I get her name over there.
When we were moving around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Or maybe he thought maybe the device is making the doom doom sounds. It's not, Steven. It's not. This thing is, we can't hear anything when it's odd.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Mr. Chaba, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here with us, man.
Big up to you guys, man. What you guys are doing here is really amazing.
Yeah. We're trying.
I walked in here, so there's no such thing. You're either doing or not doing. Yeah, equalizing. I'm always telling people this. I'm not trying. Like, I'll give an example. Let me make you an example.
Okay, talk to me.
Try stand. Try stand.
Try stand. Now. Try stand.
Try.
No, I can't stand.
You guys aren't trying anything. You're doing it. I'm not trying. I hate you weak language. You must use strong language. We're doing it. No, dog, you're doing it. You've got the studio, you've got the people, you've got the mics.
I agree with you completely.
Doing.
It is me saying, and TC is adamant about me not saying we're trying.
Yeah.
Trying is not me belittling what we're doing or what someone else is doing. When I come across it, my brother, I'm trying, I'm alive, I'm here, I'm existing. One understand that me saying I'm trying or we're trying is not trying to look down on the efforts and the work and the amount of work that we put into what we're doing. But it's a thing of me recognizing, we can always do more. There's always another level to get to.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm trying to say? But I get what you're saying. The wording could seem or could come off as if, or it's modesty. It's not modesty. I know what I do is great, my brother.
Yes. But understand this, that words, the life and death is in the power
Absolute
of the tongue.
Yes. The power of the tongue. Absolutely.
And the words you use, they put a certain energy
you manifest
into your
them
body.
into
But like even when you say trying, you can't say it chest out. When you say I'm doing, say try. Try rolls off with a certain energy. It is like I'm tried. Like just say I try.
I'm trying.
And say I'm doing. You feel that difference. You can feel it in your body.
I get you.
So back to my compliment to you guys. You guys, what you're doing here is awesome.
No, absolutely. Thank you.
Really,
we appreciate
putting the words out. You're teaching people words. You're exposing people to ideas. And you're doing it all on your own steez. You guys are proper self-starters.
Thank you so much.
I can take it and go through things, So keep it up, man. This is awesome.
No, look, with that being said, Ibile, if there's anything that comes up, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Sure.
If there's something that you are doing in any of the spaces that you're involved in, please plug the Vooka Breakfast Show, because that's what we're about. We're about knowledge, information, and enlightening people, bringing people forth to the light.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you allow schools to come here and talk as well?
Yeah.
I mean,
representatives.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and we have been to a school. There's a school just around the corner. About 2 weeks ago, they had like entrepreneurial day and stuff like that.
I'm gonna reach out to my school, because I think a lot of people should come to my old school. It's a great place. We'll talk and see how we get it done.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What we didn't touch on is the price range.
So this
of the
brand
device.
new, fully installed, comes with the device, all the components, as well as the plumbing call-out, the plumbing material. When it's brand new, you're looking at about 16,500 rand.
Okay.
And then we have pre-owned units, artistic units like this, which can go at about 11, 12, somewhere there.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing, right? Once that happens, on an annual basis, then the services will come in at about 3,400, 3,500.
Okay.
So when you do those numbers, like I said, I bought this in 2010.
And it's still working at a high functioning level. Yeah.
I just service it and I'm done.
Sheesh, man.
While the people, for example, who buy, you're buying at an ever increasing price. So it's 1 rand today, yes, but we know inflation, the next thing is 2 rand, it's 5 rand.
Yeah.
So the 5,000 liters comes from the fact that when they looked at this, they realized the Gucci family will use that amount of water. Family of 4 to 6 will use about 5,000 liters in a year. So if you use that number, if you're buying water at 10 rand a liter, you can do the numbers. And even if it's at 1 rand a liter, it's 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 15, 16 or 11, and then you're coming in at 3 for the rest of for 10, 20 years.
A complete investment. Complete investment.
Zanzi, there you have it. Vooka Nation, muput chaba lotlina manzi. Kona la Soweto.
Yeah, they can get a secret college.
Push child makes me sound like I'm like 50.
You know how because you are identified by the work that you do. You know,
Chaba Mats, that's me.
Yeah, man. But lastly, Chaba's story reminds us that every setback is just a setup for greater comeback. His digital voice on YouTube and TikTok continues to inspire thousands, you know, proving that when you align passion with purpose, the ripple effect is unstoppable. So for this Monday motivation, guys, remember that you too have the power to increase, uplift, and also transform. Starting right where you are, let's embrace this week with courage, with vision, and commitment to leave everything and everyone better than we found them.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being with us. Mr. Last words.
Last words. I'm looking forward to the week. You know, every week it brings about different things, and we learn, we grow, and we try to share and enlighten people and bring people forth to the light. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, on Wednesday it's the beginning of a new month. Libra season is in full force right now. Woo. And Libras are about to celebrate. Are you a Libra yourself? Mr. Chaba, on what day?
It's the best month.
On what day?
The
8th.
Yeah.
You're talking about the month that we're leaving being the best,
8th
right?
October.
Lesi Pumaguyo, you're the best. You know that Virgos are... Guys, September babies are the best, guys. Virgos are always in season the year throughout, guys. But anyway, Mr. Mo, I'm looking for... Talk to me, Mr. B.
You know, the biggest gifter, like on the show, Nelly, you know, on your first go October.
Wow.
Okay.
Libra,
So,
okay.
no, I'm just stating what's on the show that
on
she
the show,
gives.
She does, absolutely. And I don't dispute that.
So let's see.
On the show, she is the best because she's the best gifter. It is not to speak holistically of Libras. Let's distinguish between the two. On the Vooka Breakfast Show,
let's
is
see.
the best gifter.
Let's go to your star sign is.
I'm a Virgo. Come on.
Yeah, let's see all the Virgos come through.
I will. Toxic. I will. Toxic. Yo, Scorpios. But anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I look forward to having a great energy exchange throughout the entirety of the week. Because you know, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we try to bring you all-encompassing, compelling, and of course thought-provoking conversations that are aimed at giving both you and I so much information and knowledge, bringing you great people who are doing amazing stuff like Bo Obutis Chaba, like we had on this great Monday morning. But with that being said, continue sharing your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between, jumping on into our YouTube comment section using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. It continues as well on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. You can also get more information on our website using the URL www.vookadaily.co.za. www.vookadaily.co.za. From myself, Musi Mesta, I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, same time, same place, where we give you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day. Yes, sir.
The Libra gang. Libra season is here. As a tactful diplomat, you naturally keep things fair and just.
Okay.
And balanced.
And best, man. Understand. When the convo gets messy, you add a poll to the group chat to see where everyone stands and set the record straight. If there's a shared passion within the group, you are the spark that transforms it into a lively community where everyone feels included.
Okay.
It all aligns with your instincts to the tip of the scales towards peace and harmony.
Okay.
Woo, that's where we're going right now.
Okay. That's the season we're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that being said, man, it was nice, guys, to be with you right here. And of course, man, same time, same place right here tomorrow. My name is Moketi Maimane, aka Max. I am the son of Mother Nature. And you know, man, generator. Today, we're not cleaner meat. Right? Yeah, man. So thank you so much, guys. We are going to see you tomorrow.
Emotional trauma with a prima donna, gasping when she see the commas, laughing to conceal the monsters. I feel like Kanye when he lost his Donda. When my father left me, you were there to heal the pain that conquered. I never pay you back for what that meant to me. Some scars just fade physically, but never leave mentally. It's where people spiritually connected turn to enemies, and memories turn to villain origin accessories. And I'm the bad guy yet again. Spent so much time trying to find who the victim is. It's probably both of us, but neither one is giving in. So here we go again, throwing punches at each other's ribs. Gunshots sting like a buckshot. The pain hits deep, it's like my heart becomes a blood clot. Love dots, you're unblocked. Just to get this message, hope you get it on your bus stop. And then the bus crash, your true intentions unmasked. This should have been a fairy tale ending, but you uncast. I know it hurts bad, but you know you deserve that. We'll never have the life we once had. Hey. Emotional trauma with a prima donna. Hey. Yeah. Emotional trauma with you. I got my problems with you, but I can never get away. I wish my brain had a hard drive that I could reset. Wish I made the right decisions, but it's hard to reject. Moving on, but shit, you got me on both sides of the fence. Left your mark forever, that's without a scar on the flesh. Wish that I was sick and didn't hit the bar when we met, and spent my money time with you just to be in this debt. See you happy somewhere else while I've been filled with regret. Try to find someone to blame, but it's just cause and effect. Hey. I thought that was the truth, cause nothing lasts forever, that's except for me and you. Young and unaware of all the shit that we would do. Try to make it out alive, but didn't make it through. Your parents probably hate me, but my mom still always asks if we're getting back together, even though it ended bad. Forward thinking, haunted by the habits of my past. Precious moments with you, girl, you even met my dad. And any girl after you won't ever have the pleasure. So I guess it's part of why it's hard for me to ease the pressure. So many years, so many times I can't remember. Fear I'll lose them all forever. Hey. Yeah, emotional trauma with a prima donna. Yeah, emotional trauma with you. I got my problems with you, but I can never get away.